products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Abby Phillips.
I'm Carissa DeRocher.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work toward success on the field and in the classroom.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee and Lamar's. Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
It's now time for high school football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Kraft looks to throw. He lobs it up over the right sideline. Found Keaton Bonderson down the sideline 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Gehlen Catholic.
High school football.
Looking for the end around right side, and that play gets blown up.
With all the action, here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
And a very pleasant good Friday evening, high school football fans. And we welcome you to Alta for tonight's Class A District 1 football contest in Week 8 of the high school football season as your Gehlen Catholic Jays come into Alta to take on the Warriors of Alta-Aurelia. Once again, good evening, everyone. Daniel Versteeg with you. Welcome into the finale of the Class A regular season. The Jays trying to finish off the regular season with a win. Of course, they've kind of locked up all they can right now, as they are already guaranteed to host a playoff game in the round of 32. They've already got that locked up for next week. They've already obviously got their playoff spot situated. That's all done. And so now it's just kind of the icing on the cake. Get another win. Of course, any other win maybe helps them host a playoff game further on down the line. Things like that, you never want to back into the playoffs, of course. Coach Jeremy Schindler is going to talk about that here in our pregame coverage in just a little bit. And take it on an Alta-Aurelia team who is also kind of in the same boat as far as they know their fate already. They can't make the playoffs. They're 1-4 in the district, tied for 5th, 2 games out of a playoff spot. So their fate's pretty much sealed at this point as well. But hey, it's senior night for the Warriors. They don't want to disappoint their parents. They don't want to disappoint the community on senior night. So they've got an opportunity to play some spoiler here at home against a good Gehlen Catholic football team. Jays coming off a fantastic homecoming win over MMCRU last week, 60-20. That final score. What an offensive outburst it was for the Jays, and it was also really good to be able to see Aiden Spangler back in the backfield. He had been out with an injury for the good portion of the regular season, and now he got back with 8 carries, 104 yards I think he finished with, and a couple of touchdowns, and that was supplemented well by a 200-yard day by Cale Pearson. He averaged over 10 yards a carry, the sophomore did, for Galen's offense last week. The Jays running the football well against MMCRU. They're going to want to run the football again here tonight against an Alta-Aurelia defense who has allowed up to 200 yards a ball game this season against their 7 opponents. They've also allowed 15 touchdowns on the ground. The Alta-Aurelia offense, they like to throw the ball a little bit more than especially teams in Class A District 1. You think about this district and you think run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. You can kind of take Alta out of that category, and then you can take Akron Westfield a little bit out of that category. Those two like to throw the football. They're kind of they kind of stay away from the norms when it comes to the downhill running style of football that this district is well known for. Cale Breckwald, the junior quarterback, has thrown the ball nearly 200 times this year to the tune of 1,363 passing yards. He is the top passer by passing yards in district play this season in Class A District 1. So we'll see a Warrior offense that's going to probably want to take shots. Again, there's nothing for them to lose in this ball game. So they're just wanting to go out on a high note. They want to be able to take some shots, make something happen, and make the Jays sweat a little bit out there, which is going to be tough to do considering how cold it is. But if this ball game stays close enough, that Gehlen's going to have to really batten down the hatches to finish off the contest, and that's something that has kind of evaded them, especially in a couple of ball games this year. Hinton, they didn't start off very well against the Blackhawks. They were able to come back and win that contest, though. South O'Brien, they kind of let the Wolverines hang along for probably longer than they would have wanted to, or longer than they maybe should have. But this is a good opportunity for the Jays to put away a team and finish off the regular season on a high note. Of course, again, it's guaranteed Gehlen's going to make the playoffs. It's guaranteed they're going to be the second seed out of the district. They're going to host a playoff contest. All of that is set in stone, so nothing announced by the Iowa High School Athletic Association tonight will be news to Gehlen Catholic football fans. My PSA that I've been able to say over the last couple of seasons to football fans, go to bed tonight. You're not going to wait till 3 a.m. for the pairings, because you're not going to get them at 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning. You'll get them at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So go to bed, enjoy your sleep, and then you can get the playoff pairings when they come out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock from the Iowa High School Athletic Association. We've seen, of course, the Jays have been paired with a team down in District 8 last year. They played Logan Magnolia down there. The comparison matchup, I guess, for this season suggests maybe a Tri-Center team from Neola could come up to Lamar's and play the Jays. But again, we just don't know what the actual pairings will be until they come out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, we won't have that ready for you for the coaches show, but be sure to tune in to our sports update tomorrow afternoon at 12:45. We'll run down the Plymouth County playoff football matchups for you so that you can stay in the know. But of course, our matchup tonight, Gehlen Catholic taking on Alta-Aurelia. Should be a great ball game here tonight, and we are happy to bring it to you right here on KLEM Radio and also on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. We thank our great sponsors for making that possible, like Julie Hurt, Realtor at Century 21 ProLink, Northwest Bank, Easy Clean Car Wash, as well as Pease Pizza House. Just some great sponsors bringing you the action here on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, as they have been able to do each and every week. Whether we were able to bring it to you live or a couple of games delayed, we were able to bring you every regular season contest on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel this season, and it's all thanks to the great sponsors that you see in the corner of your screen. Let's get a break in. When we come back on our Friday Night Football pregame show, we'll talk shop with the head coach of the Gehlen Catholic football team. That's Coach Jeremy Schindler. Again, 6-1 record. The Jays can try and be 7-1 for the first time since that outstanding team in 2017. Of course, going down to Corning to beat Southwest Valley in the postseason that year and get bounced in the following round of the postseason. Such a great 2017 team. This 2022 team can join them by going 7-1 with a win here tonight. We'll talk with Jeremy Schindler all about the matchup here tonight and how they're getting ready for the Warriors. That's coming up next on our Friday Night Football pregame show live from Alta. You're listening to Gehlen Catholic Football here on KLEM.
Hut, hut, hike. Hey, Don King here from the Orange City Ace Hardware. We are happy to have a huge selection of what you need to keep your home a happy one. From Eagle battery-operated power tools to paint, kitchen appliances to apparel. We are even happier to support our area athletes and their families. Orange City Ace Hardware.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first first school, and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamar's, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is number one for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Protect your property, your home, and your land. Contact Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company for your information to update and record for your property protection. Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company.
This is Keaton Vonderson, wide receiver for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to our Friday Night Football pregame show. It's right here on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's. I'm Daniel Versteg, and we're joined by the head coach of the Gehlen Catholic football team. That's Coach Jeremy Schindler. His team's having an outstanding year, 6-1, 4-1 in Class A District 1, with a regular season finale coming up. The Jays finished off a homecoming win over MMCRU last week by 40 points, and now getting ready for Alta-Aurelia. But first of all, Coach, you have a good week of practice under your belt. I know things are starting to cool off. It's starting to feel like football weather. It's starting to feel like fall. I know you enjoy this time of year. You enjoy getting the chance to play some meaningful football games. How have your guys been doing in practice, dealing with some colder temperatures and with some, higher stakes coming up?
Yeah, the JV season finished up on Monday, so now the JV guys, their full attention is turned towards helping us prepare on Friday nights. And Tuesday, I think we had a really great practice, just breaking down the fundamentals. We went broke down the fundamentals of tackling a little bit better, whether it was tackling in the line of scrimmage or tackling out in the open field. And our younger guys did a good job of giving us a good look at being ball carriers, and we got to tackle live there for about, half hour, 45 minutes. So I think that was one of the things that Coach Elmsdale thought we'd been struggling with on defense, and we definitely saw some improvement. So now it's about, taking those drills that we did in practice, that live tackling we did in practice, and applying it to Friday night. And then, obviously just continuing to do what we're doing on offense, continuing to build, improve the stuff that we're doing well, and then also improve the things that we need to work on. Our short passing game needed a little fine-tuning, and good practice in these windy conditions, which we had this week, and because you're going to have to throw the ball in the wind in the playoffs. And so I think the guys have done a really great job this week in practice of just, hey, we want to go 1-0 this week and take care of business.
Well, I guess that kind of probably answers my next question. But with the fact that you guys have, you've done all these things, you've guaranteed obviously a playoff spot, you've guaranteed a first-round home game, you've done all these things. This one, for a lot of people, you could just say it's kind of the icing on the cake. But for you guys, I know you kind of want to finish strong and take as much momentum heading into the playoffs. What have you been doing, or what do you maybe still need to do, things like that, to make sure you guys are not, taking tonight off, you're not, resting on your laurels, so to speak, and, you're not coasting, I guess, into the postseason?
Well, I think offensively, you definitely want to keep the train rolling. We had a great outing against MMCRU, especially the second, third, and fourth quarters. We really got that thing rolling, and you never want your offense to slow down. You never want it to stop, because it's really tough to get it back started, to start it back up again. And so I think we've added some new wrinkles this week, to prepare for this week and weeks in the future that we think are going to help us. And that keeps the guys excited. We do come in and we do the fundamentals and we block and tackle and do all those little things correctly. But, you got to add little tweaks to keep these guys excited. And, we added a couple things this week that they're really excited about. And we'll see if we break them out on Friday night. And then, obviously just, continuing to get better at everything that we're doing. And the guys know what's at stake and that we have to make sure that you want to keep this momentum rolling because you don't want to back into the playoffs. We did that a couple years ago. And so to just keep the train rolling is really important.
Jeremy Schindler's with us. He's the head coach of Gehlen Catholic football, and the chance to keep the momentum going is the matchup here tonight against Alta-Aurelia. The Warriors are 2-5, 1-4. They're not playing for anything. They can't make the playoffs. Just kind of finishing off the regular season strong for them, I guess. So as you look at this Warrior team, coach, obviously they put together a couple of wins. They've won a contest in the district. What's the game plan for them offensively? What is it that they want to try and do to move the football and try and put some points on the board?
Yeah, they're a spread team. They're gonna throw it all over the field. They lead the district in passing yardage. They got a nice little quarterback. He runs around and makes a lot of stuff happen, even more than the Marcus kid did. Which I thought was a good tune-up for us, having to prepare for him and his scrambling ability. This kid. They'll do some designed rollouts to get him outside the pocket. He's not the tallest quarterback in the world, but he definitely keeps a lot of plays alive, and he's their second leading rusher. So, but they want to throw the ball. They want to get it out. They'll throw it short. They'll throw it long. Get the ball to their playmakers' hands and really let those guys, do what they do best, and that's get upfield and make plays. So we definitely have to, as a defense, we want to make sure we contain that quarterback. And kind of squeeze the pocket in on him when he does drop straight back. And then obviously when the rollout comes, we got to make sure we covered up our zones correctly or stick with our man if we're in man coverage. So those are things that we've definitely stressed this week is understanding what defense we're in and then what our responsibilities are when it's a drop back pass as opposed to a rollout play.
Well, and now that you guys run a 3-5, those outside linebackers really kind of offer you that versatility to say, you can bring them on a blitz, they can contain the edge, or they can go out on pass protection. Coach, how beneficial or how impactful has being in this 3-5 defense been for you guys this season, and then especially tonight, game planning for a team that spreads the ball around?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. This defense has been really, really good against spread teams, and we've had a lot of success rushing the quarterback, also just getting our hands on the football. I think in Class A, I think we're tied for second in the state in interceptions. So, yeah, our secondary and linebackers do a really good job in coverage, and then when we do send a linebacker on a blitz, especially last week, I think we had 5 sacks last week. So we really got after the quarterback last week, and that's something we want to continue this week. Whether that's just, even if it's not a sack, if you get that quarterback's eyes off his receivers downfield and make him look at the rush for that half a second, either he's going to make a bad decision and throw it up and we can get our hands on the ball, or we're going to be able to take him down. So, just continuing that, I think the 3-5 has been really good against the spread.
This quarterback, as you talk about being an athlete, but you also mentioned his weapons on the outside. And, I see some big playability in his 2 main wide receivers. Of course, being in a 3-5, you leave yourself with, I guess, 2 corners and a safety. Numbers-wise, probably not into your favor there. But, with your athletes on the edge at the corner position and Landon and Keaton Logan, I think you got to like your matchup against any receiver that they go up against.
Yeah, those guys have done a really good job for us. Keaton, obviously, this is his first year, and Landon's been playing with us, but this is kind of a lot of his first varsity action, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Those guys do a great job, whether it's zone or man. They understand what their responsibility is in the different coverages that we have. And they really do a good job of disguising what we're in. Coach Ellenstone does a great job with our secondary. And, they make plays on the football. We tell guys, it doesn't show up in the interception statistics for those guys, but they've had a lot of pass deflections. So they stay tight to their man, and they understand when the ball's in the air, they got to go make a play on it, and they've had really good seasons. And then obviously you have Keaton Monderson on the back end, and he's one of the best free safeties in all of Class A. He can cover sideline to sideline. And, a lot of teams have really just stopped throwing the ball deep. I think Marcus threw the ball over 20 yards once on us last week, and the time they did throw it downfield, Chance Carlson tips it and Keaton intercepts it. So a lot of teams have just given up throwing deep, and they just want to throw short and make us rally and tackle, which we're okay with doing that if need be. But when they put the ball up deep, we're going to go get it.
Jeremy Schindler's the head coach of Gehlen Catholic Football. That's a bit about the Warrior offense and what you guys need to do to be ready for them. How about the defense, Coach? I see they've got some dogs on that defense that you're going to have to be prepared for. What do they like to do defensively?
Yeah, they'll mix it up between a 3-front and a 4-front. But the guy you gotta identify where he's at is Gavin Sleezer. He's a sophomore, number 11. Leads our district in tackles. He's a really, really good football player, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And so we're going to have to definitely identify where he's at, make sure we get him blocked up. They will send pressure from different areas, whether they're playing the 3-front or the 4-front. In coverage, they play a kind of a loose quarters coverage. They have played cover 3 a little bit. So we just have to understand what coverages they're in, what kind of fronts we're looking at, and then obviously execute our game plan.
Against a linebacker like Sleezer, yeah, he's got almost 100 tackles on the season. I mean, he's been everywhere. When you go up against a linebacker that's just a ball hawk like that, are you able to run kind of a spread formation out of a gun, no tight end look, or do you really have to have a huge emphasis when it comes to pass protection so that he's not getting into the backfield easily or able to make plays?
Well, I think it depends what you want to do in the passing game. If you're going to throw quick passes to the flats, I think you're okay with being in the spread. But if you want to take a shot deep downfield, you do probably need to leave a back or two in to protect and just make sure that you're solid on your protection scheme. So that's something that we've worked on this week, and we've talked with the guys about, especially our max protect looks, is where are you getting help, and where do our eyes need to be. So that's stuff that it really just depends on what are you trying to accomplish in the passing game. Are you taking deep shots, or are you getting the ball out quickly? And that'll kind of help determine what kind of protection you need.
And when you do take some deep shots here tonight, if you do, man, that secondary for Alta-Aurelia, you guys obviously have a solid secondary, but they do as well. They forced 7 interceptions with their 3 defensive backs back there. What does Connor need to be looking for out there to make sure he's throwing good passes and making sure he's taking care of the football?
Yeah, I think Connor just needs to understand what is the defense giving him, and then just take what they give him. If they're going to give him the flats, then obviously we want to pepper the flats with the football and get the ball out quickly to our receivers. If they're going to jump up and play us a little tighter, then maybe the deep shots will be there. So just taking care of the football, understanding what kind of scheme they're in, especially coverage-wise. And if he can do that, he's going to have a really good night.
Final thing for you, we talked about the pass. We got to talk about the run a little bit as well with how successful you've been with Kale and Aiden back there. What is it that you guys need to do offensively to be able to make sure you guys can run the ball effectively so that you can be a multifaceted offense and not, just be throwing like we've talked about?
Yeah, control the line of scrimmage. And I think, last week our guys did a great job of getting a big push against their front 3 and then getting off onto the linebackers and covering those guys up so that Kale and Aiden could make big runs. And our receivers also did a great job of blocking downfield. That's why we saw so many big runs was we controlled the point of attack, and then we also controlled the blocking downfield. So it takes a full team effort to be able to break off those big runs. And, it starts with those big guys up front. They had a great week last week, and they're definitely hungry for more.
Well, they're hungry for more, and hopefully they're their appetite gets quenched here tonight against Alta-Aurelia. Should be a good contest. Coach, always appreciate talking to you, and best of luck to you guys out there tonight.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's Jeremy Schindler, head coach, Gehlen Catholic Football. We're back with more from Alta on our Friday Night Football pregame show after this here on KLEM.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamars.
For all your construction needs, trust Wilchin Brothers Incorporated. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135.
Does it bug you to drive through a car wash to get the bugs off and all you get is a wet car with the bugs still there? Then drive to the Easy Clean Car Wash in Mars. With Easy Clean state-of-the-art technology, you'll be in and out in just minutes with a bug-free shine. And a tenant will assist you. They'll pre-wash the hard-to-reach areas to get those bugs off. Choose from a single wash or a gift card where you'll receive the 6th wash free. Or how about an annual pass with unlimited washes for a year? Satisfaction guaranteed at Easy Clean Car Wash, just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street in Mars. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy.
This is John from Siouxland Glass. You're busy. Let me help with pickup and drop off of your vehicle included in your service. Call 712-540-9080 for auto glass repair and replacement.
At RBC Wealth Management, we believe financial security begins by building a plan you can trust. We provide personalized advice customized to your needs. Let's build your plan today. Call Rick Knipe of RBC Wealth Management at 712-540-2644 to see how we can help.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
The Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for Scott's lawn products, top-performing Kent feed products, a full line of agronomic inputs, bulk grass seed, bird feeders, bulk bird feed, and outstanding service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows. Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
This is Trevor Morris, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to Alta for tonight's Class A District 1 contest between the Gehlen Catholic Jays and the Alta-Aurelia Warriors. Our Friday Night Football pregame show continues as we are just minutes away from kickoff of this contest. We're glad you're tuned in for the Week 8 matchup, the final regular season contest of the year for the Jays as they try and finish off a 7-1 regular season. And they will be hosting a playoff game coming up next week at Jim Lorenzen Field in Lamars. Again, they won't find out their opponent until tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So get to bed tonight and don't be waiting for the boys in Boone to get that to us yet. The matchup again tonight, the Warriors of Alta-Aurelia with a record of 2-5. They're 1-4 in Class A District 1. Just trying to finish off the season on a positive, getting the opportunity to play one of the top teams out of the district this year. Again, the Jays are 6-1, 4-1 in Class A District 1. Should be a fun matchup, of course, so we talked about it in the pregame a little bit. We talked about it with Coach Jeremy Schindler. This Warrior team likes to throw the ball. We see so many run-first teams in Class A District 1 that seeing a Warrior team that likes to throw the ball is going to be a bit of a change of pace, for lack of a better term. I mean, we just frankly don't see an offense like this. The Gehlen really doesn't see an offense like this, except once they step out of the district. Lawton Bronson kind of showed them that a little bit. But for the most part, the majority of the Jay opponents run the ball first, and then if they have to, they'll throw the ball. Alta-Aurelia looks like they've won the toss. They want the football to start this contest, so the Warriors will receive the opening kickoff, and that will mean we'll see that Warrior offense that likes to throw the ball so much and we'll see what they can do to start off the contest. Cale Breckwald, the junior quarterback, is the top passer in Class A District 1. His Warriors, his stat line on the season, 1,363 passing yards. And he's thrown for 11 touchdowns, but he has also thrown for 11 interceptions. So a bit of a boomer bust kind of quarterback, but an opportunity. Again, he's going to have another year to perfect his craft with the Warrior offense and football program, and this will be a great stepping stone for him. This Gehlen Catholic defense has allowed less than triple digits as far as passing yards are concerned. Just 91 yards a contest allowed by the Gehlen Catholic Jays through the air, and 4 passing touchdowns is all they have relinquished to opponents here this season. We're going to see what the Jay defense has drawn up as this ball game gets underway. We do want to thank some of our great sponsors bringing you high school football here on a Friday night, the final Friday night of the 2022 regular season for Gehlen Catholic. Great sponsors like Williams & Company, as well as Rex Winkle Funeral Home, Hy-Vee, Clausen's Clothing, Tenninger Insurance, State Farm agent Michael Crank, and Vans Sanitation. Just some of the great sponsors that are bringing you high school football here on KLEM Radio. Also on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, you can see our special video sponsors. They've got their advertising on the corner of our video streams, and we thank them for providing that for us here tonight. Gehlen Catholic will be kicking from left to right, teed up at the 40-yard line. Keaton Logan has been doing the kicking all season for the Jays, and boy, what a great thing that has been. Of course, Jeremy's Coach Schindler has referenced it numerous times throughout the year. He hasn't played organized football since 8th grade, so the fact he came back to be able to do that and provide some steady ability to kick the football has been nice for the Jays this year, and he'll get an opportunity to kick this one away. Week 8 of the high school football season is underway as Logan sends the right-footed end-over-end kick, bounce to the 25. It rolls and is picked up by the Warriors. Taking up the left sideline to the 30, 35, 40. Oh, getting a crease up the left sideline across midfield. And out of bounds with a great run back is DJ Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the junior running back. He gets a great return picking up the roll. And the Warriors are going to start this drive in Gehlen Catholic territory. Right out of the get-go, they'll be spotted at the J 42-yard line. What a start here for Alta-Aurelia on senior night. 2-5 record. Don't tell them they're not making the playoffs next week. They are coming out of the gate strong. Here's Cale Breckwald and the Warrior offense. He hands it off to Caden Stites around the right side. Makes the first man miss. He gets positive yardage up to the 40-yard line, and that's where he is stopped. It's a pickup of 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Caden Stites, the senior running back, 281 yards to his name this season. And that comes with no rushing touchdowns yet. Again, that is also another good way to kind of illustrate how much Alta-Aurelia relies on their passing game. They've only scored 6 touchdowns on the ground this season. Alta-Aurelia with 2nd down and 8 upcoming here in the early part of this contest in Week 8 of the high school football season. Again, Gehlen will play another game next week. Alta-Aurelia, if they do, it will not be in postseason play. Here's 2nd and 8 for the Warriors. From the J 40-yard line, they motion a receiver left to right. Fake the give to him, jet sweep. Breckwald keeps left side. We do have a flag, but Breckwald goes down for a big loss. Aiden Spangler back from injury. Brings him down back at the 45-yard line. And we'll await to see what they're actually going to say here. There was a flag thrown on the far side of the field. I think we might have had an illegal motion there, yes, and that's a 5-yard penalty. I don't think the Jays want it. No, I wouldn't want it. They are going to take the result of the play, which was a tackle of the quarterback for a loss of 5. And probably more importantly toward the decision-making is the fact that it was a loss of a down as well. So the Warriors now stand with 3rd and 13 from the Gehlen Catholic 45-yard line. Out of the gun is Cale Breckwald. He takes the high snap, 3-step drop out of the gun. Dancing in the pocket, looking right, rolls left. He's being chased, throws down the left sideline, overthrew his man, and Keaton Bonderson makes a diving interception at the 21-yard line. One of the state's best defenders and one of the best takeaway men this season has his 8th interception of the season, and the Jays will take over at their own 22-yard line. Well, what a great pick. Breckwald airmailed that pass, and Bonderson on the backside was able to come up with the football, take it away. And now Gehlen Catholic has their first possession on offense, starting from their own 22-yard line. We'll see what senior quarterback Connor Kraft can get the Jays to do here on their first possession of the contest. Kraft with the give around the left side. It's Cale Pearson to start the contest. He's wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for a loss. Back to the 20 or the 21-yard line. I'm going to say the 20. It'll be a loss of maybe just a yard, and it'll be second down and 11. Second down and 11 for the Jays. They try and hurry things up a bit. Kraft motions Bonderson left to right, throws it to him, screen pass. Oh, the Warriors read that one well. Bonderson gets wrapped up at the 15-yard line by Connor Wienhold. And it's going to be a big loss for the Warriors, and it'll set up third down and long. Boy, the Warriors sniffed that screenplay out well. They've got it spotted back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 6. And now after all of that, the Jays have third down and 17. Boy, not a whole lot of forward progress for either team so far to start this ball game, and the Jays go hurry up. 9:50 to go in the first. We're scoreless. Kraft the high snap. Deep drop out of the gun. Dumps off a little screen pass and overthrew. Cale Pearson is targeted incomplete. It's going to set up 4th and 17, and the Jays are forced to punt the football away. A quick 3 and out here for Gehlen Catholic. They lose a grand total of 7 yards on that drive. And the Jays now have to bring out Keaton Bonderson to boot it away. Alta-Aurelia sets up their return man in Caden Stites, the senior who averages about 13.5 yards per punt return this season. Keaton Bonderson does get a pretty good leg into his kicks, averaging just shy of 40 yards a punt. Bonderson standing at about his own 2-yard line. That's a good snap back to him, and Bonderson sends a high right-footed spiraling kick. That one takes a roll across midfield, picked up at the 35-yard line. Stites takes it back to the right seam, to the 40, 45, right numbers, and a great open field tackle at the 47-yard line made by Gabe Wilchin. Stops that run back, but it's a good return of about 12 yards. And Alta-Aurelia will start their next drive at their own 47-yard line. Well, not a whole lot to speak of offensively here for either side. The Warriors, they threw an interception on their first drive. Gehlen Catholic goes 3 and out and is forced to punt the football away. And now we'll see what the Warriors have drawn up for their second go-around with the football. Here's Cale Breckwald out of the gun. He gives it up the middle, and that looks to be Caden Stites on the carry. He's stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Caden Stites, the ball carrier, gets nothing for the Warriors on the ground, and it'll be second down and 10. Well, again, the Warriors like to throw more than they like to run, and now they've been running a little bit more. It is kind of a cold night. I wonder if that might impact how they try and run play offense here tonight. Rolling left, Breckwald being chased. He's pressured, and Ryan Augustine brings him down with some help from the turf. As Cale Breckwald was backing up, he ended up tripping on the ground. It's a loss of 12 back to the 35. Be third down and 22 following the loss. So not a good start for either team offensively. 8:44 to play in the first quarter. The Warriors and Jays are scoreless here in Class A District 1, Week 8, the final week of the 2022 Class A regular season. Third down and 22 faces the Warriors from their own 35-yard line. They got to get across midfield and then get another 7 yards to convert. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Breckwald, the high snap, looks back to his left. Nobody there. He throws toward the boundary and making the catch at the 29-yard line to the 40. Getting out of bounds is Hayden Garlow, the sophomore. Garlow gets to the 40. It's a pickup of 5, but there is a flag thrown from behind. And so we'll see what this one's all about. Get an eligible man downfield on the Warriors. That penalty is going to back him up 5 yards. No, they're going to decline the penalty. The Jays just will take the 4th down scenario. So the result of the play was 5 yards on the completion to Garlow. Penalties declined. Brings up 4th down and 17 now for the Warriors, who will like to punt this one away. Gavin Sleezer, the sophomore punter, will do the kicking duties here for the Warriors. He gets a good snap, sends a high right-footed knuckling kick, and dies at the 40-yard line and bounces out of bounds at the Gehlen Catholic 37-yard line. Ball at the Gehlen Catholic 37 roughly, and that's where Gehlen Catholic will start their next possession offensively. Broadcast Gehlen Catholic football on KLEM, brought to you in part by the Lamar's Agri Center, Julie Hurt, Realtor, Century 21 ProLink, American Bank, the Lamar's Athletics Booster Club, OH Livermore Construction, Iowa State Bank, and Advance Eye Healthcare. Gehlen Catholic starts this drive at their own 37-yard line with 8:04 left in the first quarter of a scoreless contest here in Alta. As Connor Kraft lines up at the gun, he's got two receivers on either side. He gives it to Cale Pearson, trying to sweep left side. Now cuts back to the middle of the field. He's got some positive yardage across the 40. Stood up at the 42. It's a pickup of 5 yards as the Jays finally get something forward progress offensively. That's going to set up 2nd down and 5. A nice gain on first down. You always want to stay ahead of the chains if you can. And that's what Gehlen did not do on their first drive. Good news from Jim Lorenzen Field. The Bulldogs lead early on Spencer, 7-0. Here's a handoff to Cale Pearson up the middle on 2nd and 5. He's got a first down and more across the 48 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 for Cale Pearson and a first down for the Jays. We're going to try and keep you up to date on that Lamar's Community Contest at Jim Lorenzen Field throughout the night. It's a big one with Spencer. The Bulldogs need to be winning to be able to get a chance to play for a playoff placement in Class 4A. 1st and 10 for the Jays from their own 49-yard line. 2 receivers on either side. Kraft, the screen pass left side, is dropped by Keaton Bonderson. It was a forward pass, so the ball ruled incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. It's one of those kind of scenarios where Keaton probably looked upfield before looking that ball all the way into his hands. And so 2nd down and 10 for the Jays from their own 49-yard line. 7:14 remains in the first quarter of the contest. The Jays and Warriors are scoreless. Here come the Jays to the line of scrimmage. Kraft lines up in the gun. 2 receivers on either side of him. On 2nd and 10, he takes a snap, fakes the give to Pearson, tried to keep her on the left side. He's dragged down for no gain at the 49-yard line. Roman Naparella on the stop for Alta-Aurelia for no gain, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 10. Connor Kraft tried to trick him with the option, but Naparella was not fooled. The defensive end for Alta-Aurelia, who's put together a nice season, 19 tackles, 3 for loss coming into tonight. Had another tackle for sure, and Jays are set up with 3rd down and 10. They moved the ball well in the first set of downs here in this drive, but now they have been stuck. Nowhere to go. I formation look for Kraft under center. Fakes to give it to the fullback, fakes to the tailback, looks to throw back over the left sideline. Ryan Augustine dives for it and couldn't haul it in at about the 35-yard line. Trying to throw a pass out to the boundary. Augustine couldn't haul it in, and it's 4th down and 10. And it looks like the Jays are going to have to punt this one once again. And out there at the middle of the field, and they haven't been able to move the ball at all from the 49-yard line. And so Keaton Bonderson forced to kick it away. This will be our 3rd punt in a row to start the ball game. 6:28 to play in quarter number 1. And we are scoreless between Gehlen Catholic and Alta-Aurelia. Well, of course, they're taking a little bit of extended time to talk about this play. There's only about 4 seconds left in the play clock. Bonderson takes a snap. We've got a flag, and I think we got some movement by the Jays. Cale Pearson trying to talk to our lines judge over here, but it looks like they're going to call false start. Cale's trying to plead his case over here on the right side, but he is not going to be heard. And so we'll get a penalty on the Jays, back them up to the 44-yard line, sets up 4th and 15. And well, I was thinking there when they were talking in the huddle, Keaton, of course, broke off a fake punt against South O'Brien a couple of weeks ago. I thought maybe that might be what they're talking about. But on 4th and 15, I don't think you risk it. I think you just boot this away now if you're Gehlen Catholic. Bonderson takes a snap. He runs right and sends a rugby-style kick. It's a good one. Bounce to the 25, rolls past the 20 to the 15, picked up by Stites. He takes it left sideline to the 15-20, and that's where Cale Pearson, the offender on the penalty, runs him down. A good job by the J punt coverage unit, as Alta-Aurelia is going to start from their own 20-yard line with 6:17 left to play here in the first quarter of the contest. Now some big games going on around Class A District 1. MMCRU's got a chance to win a non-district contest. They host Sydney tonight. Hinton's got South O'Brien as those two try and play for the 3rd seed out of Class A District 1. And then, of course, Akron Westfield's got a big test with Hartley Melvin Sanborn. As Alta-Aurelia gets going with 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And there is a car with headlights on the other end of the field. Hopefully they're listening to KLEM and we can tell them to turn their headlights on. But, we saw that all throughout the baseball and softball season. And Man, it stinks that this is happening in football, too. I thought we got the message across during baseball and softball season with the amount of times we'd have people park in the outfield with their headlights on. And it's unfortunate that they don't realize they're the ones holding up the game. But while we have some time, we'll thank some of our sponsors bringing you Gehlen Catholic football here on KLEM. Great sponsors like Easy Clean Car Wash, CNOS, Gehlen Catholic School, as well as Prime Bank, Orange City Ace Hardware, Northwest Bank, and Floyd Valley Healthcare, just to name a few of our great sponsors bringing you Gehlen Catholic football right here on KLEM Lamar's online audio streaming at KLEM1410.com. You can also watch the game live on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. And we're glad to provide all of those many ways for you to enjoy your favorite football teams in its in its full entirety. We're glad to bring you these contests right here on KLEM. Of course, we're gonna we get a sarcastic cheer from the crowd once the headlights are turned off over there on the far side of the field. And now we can resume this football game, thank goodness. Alta-Aurelia starts their third offensive possession of the ball game from their own 20-yard line as Breckwald lines up at the gun, takes the helmet high snap, and a handoff up the middle of Caden Stites. Does get positive yardage up to the 22. It's a pickup of 2 for Stites on the ground, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Well, you're seeing Alta-Aurelia try and run the ball just a little bit more. They're trying to be a bit of an intentional. They want to drive down the field. I know time of possession is something that I think high school teams focus a lot about as Breckwald drops back to throw on 2nd and 8, throws over to the right boundary. It's caught, breaking a tackle, getting across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Looks like Hayden Garlow might have been again the target. No, it's Stites. Stites on the reception. He gets up to the 28, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. So 3rd down and short for Alta-Aurelia from their own 28-yard line. The Jays stack the box. This is a Wildcat formation as the quarterback took the snap, run up the middle. It's a pickup of a yard to the 29. And that was Carson Reinert who kept the football out of the Wildcat. It'll be 4th down and 1 for Alta-Aurelia on a decision. This is a close marking. 1 yard's all you need, and the Warriors keep the offense out on the field. The Jays have stacked the box. They got about 8 in the tackle box right now. They back up Bonderson, and there's movement on the line. Oh, the Warriors drew them off sides. They're going to get a 1st down off of this. Gehlen Catholic jump. They ran into the offensive lineman, and the Warriors get a 1st down up to the 34-yard line. What a fantastic job by Alta-Aurelia. The penalty bails them out of a 4th and 1 scenario. And now 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 34-yard line. Alta-Aurelia with their first down of the contest. Now dropping a throw is Breckwald. He throws over to the left. Numbers, and Stites makes the catch across the 40 to the 45. He's upended by Keaton Logan out of bounds at the 50-yard line, right at midfield. That's a pickup of 16 and a 1st down once again for Alta-Aurelia. 16 yards on the completion to Caden Stites, and the Warriors are moving the football well. Here they are right at midfield on 1st down and 10, 4:43 to play in the first quarter. Rolling right is Breckwald. He looks to dump it off, and he does to Caden Stites, right sideline into Gehlen Catholic territory. Tries to go up the boundary and steps out of bounds at the 44. That's a gain of 6 to Gehlen Catholic territory on the completion to Stites. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Well, how about another score update from Jim Lorenzen Field? Why not? Lamar's up 14-0 on Spencer early on in the ball game as the Bulldogs try and keep their playoff hopes alive. 2nd and 4, Breckwald, handoff up the middle at Stites. He's got a yard, maybe, to the 43-yard line. They're going to set up 3rd down and 3 for Alta-Aurelia. Perhaps to Coach Vigdahl and the crew for a good start over there at Jim Lorenzen Field, and we're going to try our best to keep you up to date on that contest throughout the night. We thank Gabe Davis for sending us those updates. 4:15 to play in quarter number 1. The Jays and Warriors here in Alta are scoreless. 3 receivers left, 1 right as Breckwald rolls left on 3rd and 3. He's pressured, now cuts back to his right side. He keeps it and has a 1st down up the right numbers, 35, 30, 25, right sideline 20. And he steps out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 17. It's a pickup of 26 yards for Cale Breckwald And a first down, big first down for Alta-Aurelia, moving the ball well. So 1st and 10 here for Alta-Aurelia at the Gehlen 17. The Warriors have a chance to put the first score on the board. Well, let's see what they can do here now on 1st and 10 from the J17, rolling left. Breckwald looking to throw. Lots of pressure over to the left sideline. Now he rolls back to his right. More pressure. Throws to an open man and a catch is made at the 15-yard line. Trying to reverse field to the left seam. To the 10. Gets a block to the 5. To the pylon. Touchdown Warriors. Cade Oneman, a 17-yard touchdown reception. Started all the way back on the right sideline. Came back to the left side of the field. And he gets in for 6. And the Warriors lead it 6-0 early on in this contest. Cade Oneman with his 4th touchdown reception of the season. It goes for 17 yards from Breckwald. And now the point after try upcoming off of the boot of Gavin Sleezer. Carson Reinert on to hold. Here's the high snap, the spot, right-footed kick. That one has just enough to get through the uprights and is good. 7-0 Alta-Aurelia in the early going. 3:44 left in the first quarter. 17-yard touchdown pass from Breckwald to Oneman is the difference. We're back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this on KLEM.
Certified public accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Whether you're building, remodeling, or renovating, choose the professional that you've come to trust. O.H. Livermore Construction. From commercial to residential remodeling to a complete renovation, contact O.H. Livermore Construction for a free estimate today. 540-6247. O.H. Livermore Construction, Lamar's.
This is Evan Stieg, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's, online audio at KLEM1410.com. Also video streaming on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. As Alta-Aurelia caps off an 8-play, 80-yard drive in 2 minutes and 33 seconds with a 17-yard touchdown pass from Cale Breckwald to Cade Oneman. And the Warriors lead this contest by a score of 7-0 in the early going. So Gehlen Catholic's now been taking a shot at now with a 7-0 deficit, and we'll see what the Jays do to respond. Back to kick this one away is Gavin Sleezer after he put through the point after try. Keith Anderson and Landon Ryder back to return here for Gehlen Catholic as they try and get themselves some good field position. Sleezer approaches. He sends a pooch kick well out of bounds on the left sideline. No chance of that one being in bounds, so the Jays are going to start at their own 35-yard line due to the illegal procedure penalty. Well, the first quarter officially to a close at Jim Lorenzen Field, and the Bulldogs are up 14-0 on Spencer. Spencer, a top 10 team in Class 4A, has not lost in that district yet, and the Bulldogs have a chance to keep themselves alive for a postseason spot. Again, we're trying to keep you up to date on 2 games as much as we can throughout the night, but hey, that's what happens once you get late into the season. And actually, the Jays are going to get better spots because the kick went out of bounds before the 35-yard line. They said the kick went out at about the 38, so they're going to get another 5 yards up to the 43-yard line. That's where Gehlen Catholic will start this first set of downs of this drive. And now our white hat, Marlo Van Ginkel, is talking about things. Our umpire here in Jacob Anderson. But yeah, I think that is rightfully administered. Normally those kickoffs go out of bounds inside about the 20 or so 15 yards from that to the 35 is normal, but this one going out of bounds before the 35. So they spot at the 43, 1st and 10 for the Jays. High formation, handoff around the left side. Aiden Spangler into the contest. Hard 7 earned yards. He gets up to midfield to set up 2nd down and 3. Aiden Spangler, who had missed a few games with injuries. An injury to his shoulder, I should say, just one injury. And he's back on the field over the last couple of weeks. He was in last week against MMCRU, and now he's back on the field here against Alta-Aurelia as well. 2nd and 3 from midfield out of the I formation. Kraft gives it around the right side this time to Spangler. He's grabbed in the backfield and brought down for a loss. No, he keeps on his feet and gets positive yardage up to the 47-yard line. It's a generous spot for the Jays. Spangler kept himself up somehow. I did not know how he was able to keep himself up. They give him a very generous spot up to the 46. And it'll be a first down for Gehlen Catholic up to the Alta-Aurelia 46. So first down and 10 for the Jays from the Warrior 46-yard line. After it looked like he was going to be brought down for a yard loss, he picks up 4 positive yards. First and 10 for the Jays. For the Warrior 46, I formation. Kraft fakes to give to the fullback. Handoff, tailback, left side. Spangler dancing around the blocks, trying to get some room. He gets across the 45, and he drags defenders to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Spangler. It'll be second down and 5. Second down and 5 here for Gehlen Catholic from the Alta-Aurelia 41-yard line as the Jays try and tie this one up. They're down 7-0 to the Warriors. 2:20 to play in quarter number 1. Gehlen Catholic 6-1, 4-1 in Class A District 1. Already locked up a home playoff game at Jim Lorenzen Field next week. Second down and 6, long 5 here as Kraft goes under center, single back, handoff around the left side. Aiden Spangler turns upfield. He gets stood up at the 40-yard line. And that's just a gain of a yard. That's going to set up third down and 4 now here for Gehlen Catholic. So the Jays kind of are doing the same thing they did on their last possession. They got an easy first down right out of the get-go to start the drive, but their next set of downs has been like a little bit like pulling teeth, trying to move the ball up the field. They've got a third down and 4 from the Warrior 40-yard line. I formation look. It is Kraft, play action, bootleg, rolling right, looking to throw downfield, and he threw it behind Ryan Augustine and incomplete. That's going to set up fourth down and 4 for the Jays, and now you're in a really tough spot on the field. You're kind of at one of those spots where you're no matter what you choose here is not probably going to feel like the right decision. Either you kick it and you risk a touchback and only flipping about 20 yards of the field, or you go for it and give Alta-Aurelia a great field position at about the 40 or so. Jays look over to the sideline. They might want to take a timeout here soon to kind of talk things over. Jays going to go to the line of scrimmage here on 4th and 4. They've got 3 seconds left on the play clock. Kraft wants to snap it quickly. He does out of the gun. Rolls right, looks to throw, and a leaping grab by Bonderson. He's got to get to the 36. He gets tackled forward, and he's got the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for Keaton Bonderson. He needed 4, and he got it for a Gehlen Catholic first down. At least I believe he did. They might want to measure this. They are going to measure that just to be sure. I like it. It's probably not what the Jay fans want, but you want to make it right, especially when you're on the complete opposite side of the field. They're going to bring that chain out there and see if the Jays got enough to move the sticks. With a minute 17 to go in the first quarter, Alta-Aurelia leads Gehlen Catholic 7-0 here in Class A District 1, the final game of the regular season. Let's see if this spot's in favor of the Jays, and it is. Marlo Van Kinkel, our white hat, signals first down, and the Jays will move the sticks and keep the drive alive. It was close, but again, they only needed 4. They got it, and Gehlen Catholic keeps their drive alive with another first down at the Warrior 36-yard line. So the Gehlen offense gets to stay out on the field, and we'll see how they try and finish off this drive. Again, finishing drives here in the first quarter has not been their strong suit. Kraft going to go under center here. Single back in the backfield. 3 receivers left and 1 right. Goes up under center. He takes the snap. Handoff left side. Aiden Spangler following the strong side. Now cuts back up the left seam. And he's got some positive yardage up to the 31-yard line. Good carry to start this set of downs. It'll be a gain of 5 to bring up 2nd and 5. Second down and 5 for Aiden Spangler and a J down on the field. Gehlen Catholic has a player down on the field. It's an injury timeout. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back with more Gehlen Catholic football after the injury here on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
This is Will Harpernall, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. It's KLEM Lamar's. Online audio and video can be found at KLEM1410.com. As Gehlen Catholic trails Alta-Aurelia 7-0, 55 seconds to play in the first quarter of the contest. And boy, the Jay down on the field, we have not been able to identify him yet, but it's not a good sight as they are bringing out a board for him to be placed on. They've got him laid down on his back, so this will take a bit of time to get the injured Jay off of the field. So we're going to take another break, come back. We'll be back to action here after this timeout, and we'll have more Gehlen Catholic football around the corner here on KLEM Lamar's.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's the corner for fashion. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's. For men's, young men's, and ladies' clothing, a shoe department, and formal wear too. In-store alterations, gift cards, and personal service. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Gehlen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
Who has time to sit and wait and wait and wait to wash your car? Choose Easy Clean Car Wash. We'll have you in and out in under 4 minutes with a shine that will make people talk. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy. Just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street, Lamar's.
This is Ryan Augustine, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's. Online audio at KLEM1410.com, and also online video can be found on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, and we're glad you're tuned in. Whether you're listening or watching, we've got you covered, courtesy of our great sponsors bringing you high school football on the radio and on video. The injured player for Gehlen Catholic, we believe to be Aiden Spangler, but again, we haven't had the proper confirmation just to be sure. But of course, Aiden has had the injury history this year. He's had that shoulder issue that he dealt with for a few weeks. He was out for the majority of the season up until this point. He didn't start playing again until last week against MMCRU. Had a great game against the Royals, over 100 games or 100 yards in that contest and a couple of touchdowns. And boy, this is the last thing the Jays want to see. A guy who has proven to be a leader of the Gehlen Catholic football team, whether it's offensive or defensive. He's played so well on the defensive line. You know, of course, offense gets a lot of the attention when it comes to the sport of football. And, so his rushing numbers are going to be the things that you look at right away. But his impact on the defensive side is one that goes unnoticed to a lot of fans. And, boy, it's tough to see him down right now. And we're hoping for some good news soon, but again, when he's lying down on his back like that, they already brought a bit of a board to be able to carry him off the field with. It is not a good look here for things. And again, we're not for certain it's Aiden Spangler. I haven't been able to see his number yet, but again, with his injury history, it's not out of the realm of possibility that this would be Aiden down on the field. And of course the coaching staff, Jeremy Schindler, looking things over, and people trying to get Aiden some help here. And not a good sight here with 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Alta-Aurelia on top of Gehlen Catholic 7-0. And it's just, it's never anything you want to see. The sport of football is such a fun sport. It's a great spectator sport, but of course there is some inherent risk. There is some inherent danger to playing the sport of football. And the last thing we want is for anybody on the field to get seriously hurt and seriously impacted by this game of football. Keaton Bonderson was also in that huddle looking over who we believe to be Aiden Spangler down on the field. And, Keaton and Aiden are such good buddies as well. And everybody on this, all the seniors are very close on this Gehlen Catholic football team. But I know Keaton and Aiden are really close on the team as well. So he's trying to make sure his good friend is going to be all right as they get him loaded up to be able to take him off the field. We'll take another break, and we'll come back. We've got more Gehlen Catholic football around the corner as the Jays trail Alta-Aurelia 7-0 early on in the ball game. You're listening to Gehlen football here on KLEM.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's and Akron.
It takes a strong body and a strong mind to make you an athlete. So train hard and play smart. Play with confidence and always expect the unexpected. This message was brought to you by Van Sanitation and Recycling, proud supporters of local athletics.
Prime Bank is pleased to support educational opportunities at Gehlen Catholic and Lamar's community. We're proud to support our students in the classroom, on the playing field, in the band room, on stage, or in any extracurricular activity. Prime Bank works hard to help all of our children excel in their endeavors.
Member FDIC.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
This is Brandon Gangler, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back to Alta, the Alta-Aurelia football field. Daniel Versteg with you. You're on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's online audio and video. Can be found at KLEM1410.com with video streaming live on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. 7-0 our score. Of course, the score is really secondary, tertiary, however you want to view it, due to the injury that has taken place on the field. And, yeah, I don't see Aiden on the sideline warming up with his players, so I can only imagine that is for sure Aiden Spangler down on the field. He's got enough of a presence around that we haven't been able to see him yet. But, of course, his injury history we talked about here earlier, and that happening earlier this year as they try and get him able to be taken off of the field and examined properly. But of course, whenever you're dealing with an upper body injury, safety and stability is the main thing there. And it's a tough thing. Upper body injuries are the last thing you want to see in any sport, but especially football, just due to the nature of it. And whenever you're dealing with a shoulder, it's kind of that borderline of it's not quite the head and neck area, but it's really darn close. And now they're bringing the EMT out to transport him directly to a care facility to get him taken taking a look at here. So they're gonna get him off of the field with the Alta Fire Department, who has brought their vehicle out on the field, and they will transport him off of the field that way. The Jays and Warriors have started warming up, and they are going to make sure that they can get this game back underway here in Week 8 of the high school football season. So they're going to take some time to get Aiden off of the field. The Jay players. It's going to be a cool sight, though. The Jay players are going to make sure they pay some respects here to Aiden as he is taken off of the field. Give him a little tap on the shoulder, a little something just to make sure they all know that he's in their mind, obviously. And boy, you take an injury earlier on, and it looks like he's going to recover, and he's getting back to playing the game of football. They brought him in for this set of downs or this drive, and he's moving the ball so well. But man, it's not a good sign whenever something like this happens. So it's going to be a wonder how these guys are going to be able to get themselves mentally ready to play the game once again. I don't know how that's going to be a possibility, but they're going to have to do it. It's something they've got to be able to do. And another cool sight here is that the Alta-Aurelia players, Alan Brenner right now is assisting the EMT crew in trying to, get supplies out of the fire truck and, make sure he is Aiden is well attended to while they get him off of the field. And that's that's sportsmanship right there. I mean, that's just human nature right there. And I don't know anything about Alan, but my guess is that he's works with the firefighting department here in Alta, but it's cool that he's being able to help his when they're playing on the field. Sure, they can be enemies, but once they're off the field, they are they're people, and they want to take care of each other very well. We'll get a break in. They're going to get Aiden off of the field. This will probably be an extended break as they try and get Aiden off the field and get this field ready to play football once again. Take another timeout. Back with more Gehlen Catholic football after an extended break. You're listening to the Jays here on KLEM.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Since 1932, Tenninger Insurance has been providing the area with dependable insurance coverage. A.J. Tenninger continues the tradition as an independent insurance agent dedicated to serving you. Tenninger Insurance, Plymouth Street, Lamar's.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
Campbell's Lawn and Landscape is a proud supporter of local athletics. Hard work and determination is what leads to success, and just like the team, Campbell's Lawn and Landscapes believes the same with their business. Give them a call today at 540-5434.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to CNOS.net to learn more.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling. I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar's.
Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Focus, determination, and teamwork are just a few qualities needed to succeed in sports and in school. At Northwest Bank, attention to these same qualities is important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and banking solutions. Best of luck, athletes, and keep reaching for your goals. Member FDIC.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
This is Jeremy Schindler, head coach for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to Alta, the Alta-Aurelia football field. They've got Aiden Spangler being carried off of the field. He is stretched out on the board, the stretcher. They're able to carry him off the field. Of course, his dad and assistant coach Corey Spangler walking with him. Of course, very concerned about this state of his kid, and rightfully so. It's again, we talked about that a little bit earlier on. It is never a joke when you're talking about an upper body injury in the sport of football. And he sustained a bit of that with that shoulder injury that he had earlier on this year, but again, he was just kind of out in the cast, and he was in a good spot, and again, he was put in a spot where Coach Schindler thought, he can play here tonight. He can be able to have an impact for the Jays, but again, the upper body injuries are the last things you want to deal with. We're going to resume action though here, and I obviously feel for Aiden, but again, his teammates and these players going to get back onto the field to play more, and I don't know how they're going to be able to play after this. It's one of those things you just never prepare for, is being able to play after a situation like this. So the Jays are going to have, as we get to resume action here following all of this, it'll be about 2nd down and 5 from the Alta-Aurelia 31-yard line. As the clock does start running following a running play, the Jays head to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to try and get this game back underway. Connor Kraft lines up under center with a receiver on either side. Single back in the backfield, play action, looking to throw. Kraft takes a shot deep over the middle of the field, trying to find Keaton Bonderson. It's a jump ball. Ball falls incomplete. Bonderson has that one fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 5. Bonderson had to reach over the top of his defender to try and haul in that pass. Looked like it was Isaiah Powers maybe on that outside. Yes, it was. Powers who deflected the ball away. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 5. So the incompletion, 3rd down and a long 5 for the Jays as Kraft goes under center in the I formation. Fullback and tailback, receivers on either side. He takes the snap, give up the middle, goes to Cale Pearson, the backup running back, and he's got a 1st down up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 for Pearson, and the Jays will move the sticks and have 1st and 10 to the Alta-Aurelia 25-yard line. Well, we have at least some good news after the tough scenario we've been put in with the injury. Over at Jim Lorenzen Field, how about the first half for the Bulldogs? They lead number 9 Spencer 35-7. Touchdown late in the 2nd quarter. Then they've returned an interception for a touchdown and a fumble for a touchdown. They lead that by 4 possessions. Hand off left side to Cale Pearson. He gets across the 25 and just a yard to the 24. It's a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 upcoming, but that will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Our score, Alta-Aurelia 7, Gehlen Catholic nothing as we go to quarter number 2. Back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this here on KLEM.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Happy Phillips.
I'm Carissa DeRocher.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Connor Kraft, quarterback for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you. A quick pass to the right side is caught by Keaton Logan. He makes the first man miss as he gets across the 20 down to the 16. He's going to be just short of the marker, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1 on the pickup of 9 to Keaton Logan. It'll be 3rd down and 1 here for the Jays on the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down and 1 here for Gehlen Catholic, and the I formation is Kraft. He fakes the give to the fullback, handoff Cale Pearson trying to break a tackle, and he gets stood up. The spot is going to be real close to the marker at the 15-yard line. See if they give it to him or not. They spotted it right at the 15, and that should be enough for a 1st down. It is. They'll move the chains and give the Jays a 1st down. Just a yard is all Cale Pearson needed, and he's got the 1st down for Gehlen Catholic up to the Alta-Aurelia 15-yard line. Early part of quarter number 2, the Warriors lead your Jays 7-0 in the early part of this contest. Going under center is Connor Kraft in the I formation with the receiver on either side. Takes the 5-step drop out of the under center snap. Throws the out route left side. It's caught by Bonderson across the 10. He gets out of bounds on the left sideline at the 6. He's got 9. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 1. A nice completion there to Keaton Bonderson, trying to get him going offensively. He's got 3 catches, but just for a grand total of 7 positive yards. So 2nd down and 1, a short one upcoming here for the Jays from the Alta-Aurelia 6. I formation look here for Kraft with a receiver on either side. He takes the snap, handoff left side, goes to Pearson. He's got a big hole, lowers his shoulder, and he dives into the end zone for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run for Aiden Spangler caps off a 14-play drive, and the Jays get into the end zone to make it a 1-point ball game, with the point after upcoming. 6-yard touchdown for Cale Pearson. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. And the point after try upcoming here for Keaton Logan off of the hold of Keaton Bonderson with 10:57 to play in quarter number 2. Logan measures it off. Bonderson lines up for the spot. It's a good snap spot. Right-footed boot by Logan is through the uprights and good. And this ball game ties up at 7 here in the early going. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have more Gehlen Catholic football when we return here on KLEM Lamar's.
Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
Hut, hike! Hey, Don King here from the Orange City Ace Hardware. We are happy to have a huge selection of what you need to keep your home a happy one. From Eagle battery-operated power tools to paint, kitchen appliances to apparel. We are even happier to support our area athletes and their families. Orange City Ace Hardware.
This is Aiden Spangler, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to Alta, the Alta-Aurelia football field. Aiden Spangler welcoming you back to the broadcast, and we wish the best here for Aiden. We don't know what his scenario is at the moment, and we probably won't know until we talk with Coach Schindler tomorrow morning on the KLEM Coaches Corner. But again, our thoughts right now are with Aiden Spangler, and we hope his condition it turns out better than the scene we were able to unfortunately see on the field of him being carried off on a portable stretcher as Gehlen Catholic has tied the ball game at 7 apiece. His backup, Cale Pearson, gets a 6-yard rushing touchdown to tie the contest. And the Jays send a squibber up the left numbers. It's picked up by the Warriors and taken out to the right sideline, 30, 35, 40. And getting a crease again is DJ Rodriguez to the 40, 35, and deep into Gehlen Catholic territory goes DJ Rodriguez. He's down to the Gehlen 31. And that's where Alta-Aurelia will start their drive with 10:49 left in the first half of the contest. Halftime score in Lamar's. The Tigers got another score before the break, so it is 35-14. Lamar's leads at the half. How about 4 touchdowns in 2 minutes out of Jim Lorenz in the field? My goodness, what a finish to that first half out there. But Alta-Aurelia now has a chance to retake the lead, tied at 7. We got a flag that starts this play as Caden Stites gets a positive yard to the 30-yard line to set up 2nd and 9, but we'll await that ruling of the play anyway for just a moment, again, due to the flag being thrown here. As I think this is going to be on the Jays. No, it is going to be on Alta-Aurelia. It is an illegal procedure penalty, not a false start, evidently. It didn't blow the play dead, as it should have if it was a false start, of course. So they're going to back this one up to the 36-yard line and give Alta-Aurelia a 1st and 15 scenario. This broadcast of Gehlen Catholic football here on KLEM is brought to you in part by Klein Insulation, Premier Communication, Murphy Collins and McGill, PLC, Sitzman Real Estate Team, Cruz & Cruz Accounting, Connected Electric South, as well as RBC Wealth Management. Here on 1st and 15, rolling left is Cale Breckwald. He faces some pressure and goes down for a sack. Back at the 45-yard line, it's a loss of 9, and that's going to set up 2nd down and 19. Outstanding job by the J front unit. They have gotten some outstanding pressure on the quarterback here tonight. And Breckwald has had no time back there to throw, and when you go up against an offense that throws the ball primarily, you can maybe devote a little bit more resources to being able to pressure the quarterback and get into the backfield a little bit more, especially if you can do that with 3 or 4 guys. You don't probably want to devote 6 or 7 to pressuring the quarterback on every down, but if you can get 3 or 4 consistently in the backfield, keep doing it. Here's 2nd and 19. Breckwald takes the snap. The Jays bring 4. He's got time. Throws over to the right sideline. It is caught by Stites, and he's brought down for a loss by Brandon Kengler. Back at the 46, maybe the 47, and they got the 46-yard line. It's a loss of a yard on the completion to Stites, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 20. 26, excuse me. 3rd down and 26. So the Warriors have definitely done a good job of shooting themselves in the foot here. Back to their own to the Gehlen 47-yard line, 9:20 to play in the half. 7 apiece our score. He's dropping a throw is Breckwald. He needs a lot of yards on this play, so he's going to buy some time to let the routes develop. Rolls to his left. Gabe Wilchin nearly got to him. Firing deep downfield. Breckwald's got a man wide open, but couldn't find him. It was Isaiah Powers downfield. It was about 5 yards behind Cale Pearson. And the throw just a little too far out in front of him from Breckwald. And the incompletion forces 4th down and a mile, and the punting unit comes out here for the Warriors. From the Gehlen Catholic 47-yard line, well, an excellent job by the Jays. Alta-Aurelia has got some outstanding kick returns here tonight. They've had a couple of them have gotten into Gehlen territory. And, well, the Jays have been able to keep them from getting 6 on at least one of them. And now the Warriors forced to kick it away. Keaton Bonderson stands at his own 10-yard line, ready to field it. It's Gavin Slazer, gets a high right-footed wobbling kick. Bounce to the 15-yard line. Bonderson comes up, picks it up at the 12. He tries to run it out. He goes down for a loss. Bonderson gets brought down back at the 6-yard line. Unless you know for sure you can make a play on something like that, it's usually not a good idea to pick it up. And Bonderson picks it up, loses yards on the return after already picking it up at his own 11, and the Jays will start from their own 6 with 8:56 to go in the half. Jays and Warriors are tied at 7 apiece here in the final regular season contest of the year in Class A football. So Gehlen Catholic comes down to the field, 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Out of the I formation is Kraft. He takes the snap, fakes to give to the fullback, handoff right side, Cale Pearson. Oh, he's got a big hole up the right seam to the 10, and a great tackle in the open field made by the quarterback, Cale Breckwald. He gets to the 12-yard line to pick up 6. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Coming up at halftime, we'll get you caught up on some of the action that you may have missed here tonight in Alta, and also get you some scores from around Northwest Iowa as well. We'll try and get some of the Plymouth County scores, some big contests. Of course, all of our Plymouth County teams except Lamar's know their fate, and so there's not a whole lot left to be determined there. As this handoff goes to the fullback, it's Cole McCarty. Picks up a couple of yards to the 14. So gain of 2. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Jays. Yeah, Cole McCarty out of that fullback spot, getting his first touch of the contest. So 3rd down and 2 here for Gehlen Catholic from their own 14. I formation, Kraft, a deep drop, throws toward the left sideline. He's got Bonderson to the 15, to the left, Lumbers to the 20, 25, 30. Oh, he cuts back inside the field of the 35, but he stepped out of bounds at the 30. Keaton Bonderson with a great return on the catch. A great run after the catch gives him 16 yards and a first down here for Gehlen up to the 30. 4 catches, 23 yards for Keaton Bonderson. Doing a better job after his first couple of catches, netted him a loss. So with 7:48 to go in quarter number 2, it is tied at 7 apiece between Gehlen Catholic and Alta-Aurelia. 1st and 10 for the Jays from their own 30-yard line. Out of the I formation, look is Kraft under center. He takes the snap, handoff around the right side. Cale Pearson gets a hole across the 35 to the 40, and he's got another first down up to the 41-yard line. That's 11 yards for Cale Pearson, and a first down for the Jays. First down for Gehlen Catholic. They're moving the ball well now. Just took getting them a little bit of breathing room, and now that they've got that, they can start chugging down the field and try and get that lead, their first lead of the night. 7 points apiece, a 6-yard touchdown run for Cale Pearson for Gehlen Catholic, and a 17-yard touchdown strike from Cale Breckwald to Cade Donovan is the difference right now. Out of the I formation look, fake to give to the fullback, handoff up the middle. Cale Pearson gets dropped for a loss. Back to the 40-yard line. He loses just a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now, there was nowhere to go there for Cale Pearson as he's dropped back at his own 40-yard line. And Gehlen starts this set of downs behind the chains with 2nd down and 11. Gehlen Catholic trying to improve to 7-1. It'll be the first 7-1 record for the Jays since 2017 when they made a nice deep playoff run. Out of the I formation is Kraft under center, takes the snap, play action, bootlegs right, dumps it off to his fullback. It's McCarty to the right numbers, 45, midfield into Alta-Aurelia territory. He gets across the 45 to the 40-yard line. Cole McCarty out of the fullback spot makes the catch, but I see a flag downfield at midfield, so hold everything. As of right now, we do have a 20-yard completion to Cole McCarty, but this flag is going to ruin things a little bit. Personal foul. We're going to get I believe that's a crackback block, or I guess a blindside block, however you want to phrase it. It's a hit on a defenseless player. And so that's a personal foul, 15-yard penalty. It's one of those new things that officials have been looking at over the last couple of seasons. And so 15 yards from the spot of the foul is going to net a loss here for the Jays back to their own 35-yard line. Boy, that is a tough penalty after initially gaining 20 on the play. They're going to lose 5, so that's you can call it a 15-yard penalty all you want, but in the grand scheme of things, it ends up being about a 20 to 25-yard penalty when things are all said and done. Jays are going to have now a 2nd down and 17 from their own 34-yard line. High formation here for Kraft under center. 5-step drop out of the gun, throws toward his trusty receiver in Bonderson to the left sideline 40. Stutter steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line. He's got 9. And it's going to be 3rd down. And let's call it 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 maybe. On the 9-yard completion here to Bonderson as he tries to get the Jays downfield and get to the end zone. With 6:43 to play in the first half, score tied at 7. It's 3rd down and 8 for Gehlen Catholic from their own 43-yard line. I formation is Kraft, a receiver on either side. Kraft takes the snap, play action, bootlegging right. He's being chased from behind, throws over the middle of the field. Leaping grab by Ryan Augustine across the 45 into Alta-Aurelia territory at the 39-yard line. Ryan Augustine gets into Alta-Aurelia territory. More importantly, he gets a first down for the Jays, and they will keep this drive alive. Outstanding throw. Kraft flushed out of the pocket. He might have flushed himself out of the pocket, but he still keeps his composure all the way on the rollout and finds the leaping big target in Ryan Augustine at 6'3", $190. That's a nice big target to throw to. And Kraft goes under center on 1st and 10 from the Warrior 39. Handoff up the middle. It's Cale Pearson, who somehow came out of the end of the pile for positive yardage up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. That sets up 2nd down and 4. 6-yard run, here to Cale Pearson. And the Jays find themselves with 2nd down and 4. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Alta-Aurelia, Gehlen Catholic tied at 7 right here on KLEM Lamar's online audio at KLEM1410.com and video streaming on the KLEM radio YouTube channel. I formation Kraft, the give to McCarty, the fullback. He's got some positive yardage up to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 2. Well, you fake enough times to Cole McCarty, and then you give it to him every now and then. And one of those times you get a big play. So 3rd down and 2 from the Alta-Aurelia 31-yard line as Gehlen Catholic tries to take the lead. 7 apiece, 5:15 to play in the first half of the contest. Out of the I formation is Kraft. He takes the snap, handoff around the left side. Pearson gets off tackle and has a block outside the numbers to the 20, 15, 10, and he gets tackled high out of bounds inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Cale Pearson with a gain of 23. There's no flags on the play, and the Jays will move the sticks. They'll have 1st down and goal inside the 10 at the Alta-Aurelia 8. 5:02 to play here in the first half of the contest. The Jays trying to take the lead. This game tied at 7. And here come the Jays under center, trying to get to the end zone on 1st and goal. I formation is Kraft. He takes a snap, handoff up the middle. It's Pearson, stood up for no gain. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Cale Pearson now 13 carries, 70 yards on the ground. He does have a rushing touchdown. He'd like another one, though, I have to imagine. He's got 10 rushing touchdowns on the season now. He's got over 800 yards on the ground as well this year, sitting at 817. Out of the I formation is Kraft. Under center, looks to throw left, now looks right. He's flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, wants to throw, jump ball to Bonderson. Kraft just going to take the loss as he's spinning off of tackles, and he's finally brought down back behind the 10-yard line at about the 13. He's going to lose 5, and that'll set up 3rd down and goal. 3rd down and goal, and the sack of Connor Kraft, and now we have an injured Warrior down on the field after making that hit on the Gehlen Catholic quarterback. So we've got an injury timeout on the field once again. With 4:17 to play in the first half, Gehlen Catholic and Alta-Aurelia are tied at 7 here in Class A District 1. We'll take a short break, come back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamar's, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is Keaton Vonderson, wide receiver for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta-Aurelia High School and the Alta-Aurelia football field. Daniel Versteg with you. 4:17 to play in the first half. Following the injury timeout, the Jays have third down and goal for about the 12-yard line. Kraft drops to throw out of the I formation, throws a jump ball left sideline in a triple coverage. Overthrow Keaton Bonderson, and a flag comes out. A flag comes out of the 6-yard line. Oh, boy, I think we're going to get pass interference on the Warriors. There was a bit of a touch there at about the 5-yard line. I didn't see enough of it to warrant whether or not it'd be defensive pass interference, but Bonderson, out of his break toward the end zone, might have been grabbed, and he was. Defensive, well, that should be pass interference because they threw the ball his way instead of holding, but they called defensive holding on the Warriors. And I think, is that going to warrant an automatic first down? Let's see. They'll mark off half the distance to the goal. And no, it's replay third down, so they don't get the first down off of it. They do get half the distance to the goal, and they get up to the 5-yard line because of the penalty. So third down and goal to go from the 5. I formation for Kraft. Receiver on either side. Kraft fakes to give to the fullback. Bootlegs right. He's looking to throw to the end zone. Spikes it short of Keaton Bonderson and incomplete. Bonderson the target. It'll be fourth down and goal now for the Jays, and I think... Well, is this going to bring out the field goal unit? It will bring out the field goal unit. The Jays are going to go for 3. They've only attempted one other field goal all season. It was a miss. See if they can come away with 3 on this drive and take a lead. Tied at 7. Oh, that's going to be tough to see. I'm going to say we've got about a 22, maybe a 23-yard field goal here for Keaton Logan off of the right hash. It's a chip shot. Off of the hold of Bonderson, high snap, gets it down, right-footed boot by Logan, is through the uprights and good. And the Jays take a 3-point lead. It's 10-7 as Logan knocks through his first field goal of the season. Gehlen Catholic up 10-7, 4:01 to play in the first half. It's their first lead. Take another break, back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this here on KLEM.
Protect your property, your home, and your land. Contact Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company for your information to update and record for your property protection. Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company. Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
This is Trevor Morris, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta, Iowa, on the Alta-Aurelia football field. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's online audio and video. That can be found on our website at KLEM1410.com. And we thank our many viewers and listeners for tuning into this contest. We're glad to have you along for some high school football here on the final night of the regular season in Class A. Well, Class 2A all the way down to 8-player. 3A, 4A, and 5A will have another game of the regular season. And with the way the Lamar's Bulldogs are playing tonight against Spencer, looks like that Week 9 opponent against Fort Dodge going to be a huge game for the Bulldogs. Coming off of the field goal, it's a 23-yard make for Keaton Logan that puts the Jays up 10-7 here late in quarter number 2. 4:01 to play in the second. And now Logan, after his first field goal make, I know he's probably riding high after that one, makes threes on the basketball court, makes 3 on the football field now as well, as Logan sends a high right-footed end-over-end kick. It bounced at the 20. It rolls by the return man. Picking it up at the 10-yard line is Harglow, and he's brought down for a loss. Hayden Carlo is brought down back behind the 10-yard line, and Alta-Aurelia is going to have to dig themselves out of a hole to start this drive. With 3:57 left in the half, he let the kick roll by him. And they are going to start this drive in not good field position. They'll start at their own 8-yard line with 3:57 to play in the first half. It is 10-7, Gehlen Catholic leading Alta-Aurelia following the field goal by Keaton Logan. As Cale Breckwald and the Warrior offense heads out of the field trying to get this lead back just to head into the break, because also Gehlen Catholic's going to get the second half kickoff, remind you. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 8-yard line. Alta-Aurelia just kind of standing around. I'm not sure what the deal is. They're talking with head coach Chris Reinert, and now he signals to our line judge for a timeout. Timeout on the field, Gehlen Catholic by 3 with under 4 minutes to go in the first half. We'll take a break as well. Back with more high school football after this here on KLEM.
Does it bug you to drive through a car wash to get the bugs off and all you get is a wet car with the bugs still there? Then drive to the Easy Clean Car Wash in Mars. With Easy Clean state-of-the-art technology, you'll be in and out in just minutes with a bug-free shine. And a tenant will assist you. They'll pre-wash the hard-to-reach areas to get those bugs off. Choose from a single wash or a gift card where you'll receive the 6th wash free. Or how about an annual pass with unlimited washes for a year? Satisfaction guaranteed at Easy Clean Car Wash, just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street in Mars. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy.
This is Evan Stieg, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's. Online audio and video links can be found on our website. That's KLEM1410.com. With 3:57 left to play in the first half of the contest, the Gehlen Catholic Jays lead Alta-Aurelia by a score of 10-7 following a 23-yard Keaton Logan field goal. And now Alta-Aurelia has used its first timeout of the first half, I beg your pardon. I guess of the second quarter, that works as well. Alta-Aurelia with 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line as they line up a handoff around the right side. Caden Stites gets dropped for not much. There in the pile to make the stop is the nose tackle, Will Harpenaugh. It's a gain of a yard, maybe to the 9. And that's going to set up 2nd down and 9. Second down and 9 here for Alta-Aurelia, just short of the 10-yard line. As Alta-Aurelia moves the ball down, or tries to move the ball downfield, they trail by 3. And now we've got a whistle that's stopping play. Do we have another? Oh, we got another culprit. We got another car with their headlights on. This is not your football fields of 50 years ago. We've got plenty of lights, folks. We don't need the headlights running here for tonight's contest with 3:27 to play in the first half of the contest. Gehlen on top of Alta-Aurelia 10-7. Again, I made so many announcements like this during baseball and softball. Thought we were through with it. Anyway, here's 2nd and 9. Alta-Aurelia with a handoff around the left side. That's Stites once again. Picks up a yard to the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, and 8. It's the one soapbox I get is cars with their headlights on, I guess. It's the one I get during games, anyway. It's 3rd and 8 for the Warriors from their own 10-yard line. 3 minutes to play in the first half of the contest. Again, the Jays up 10-7 thanks to a 23-yard chip shot field goal for Keaton Logan. Out of the gun is Cale Breckwald, 2 receivers right. He rolls out that way, looking to throw on 3rd and 8. Pass over the middle, it got deflected away. Will Harpenaugh got his hand in there. He wants to make sure everybody knows he deflected that pass. And almost had another interception potentially as well out of the nose tackle spot. Of course, he was very proud of that interception earlier on in the season. Be 4th down and 8 for the Warriors, and they're going to have to kick this one out of their own end zone with Gavin Sleezer. It'll be Keaton Bonderson back to return the kick. He's going to only have to stand at about midfield probably. And they do want to back him up far enough because field position's been kind of interesting in this contest, especially when it comes to punts. That's a great one from Sleezer, end over end. Bonderson comes up to field. Oh, he muffed it at the 43. That's a free football. There's 2 Warriors in there in the pile along with Bonderson and another Jay. Oh, that's going to be interesting to see how they piece this one together. It went right through the hands of Bonderson, bounced from the 45 out to the 38. On Alta-Aurelia's side of the field, and the Jays, I think, got on it. Wow, Landon Ryder, who was coming up to protect Keaton, came up. He was the only one in that pile with 2 other Warriors, and he luckily gives the ball back for Gehlen Catholic. Oh, man, that was almost catastrophic there for Keaton Bonderson, but Landon Ryder bails him out, recovering the muff. And the Jay offense takes the field on 1st and 10 from the Alta-Aurelia 38-yard line. I formation, Kraft drops to throw, looks to throw right sideline. Keaton Logan leaps up and can't make the catch. Caden Stites on the coverage. There's a flag here on the near sideline as well. And I wonder, I don't think Keaton Bonderson was properly set on this line, on this left side, and maybe he was not on the line of scrimmage properly, and so I think that's probably what this penalty is going to be on. So it's going to be a loss of 5 for the Jays. Back them up to the 43, maybe the 44. And it'll be first and 15 here for Gehlen Catholic. From about the right in between the 43 and the 45. Of course, without hash marks, we can just kind of fudge the numbers a little bit. Single back of the backfield, under center is Kraft. He play action fakes, drops to throw, stands tall in the pocket, takes a shot left sideline. Keaton Bonderson comes back to the football. He makes the catch inside the 5 and gets into the end zone for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. Keaton Bonderson with his 8th score through the air this season, and the Jays go up by 2 possessions. It's 16-7 Gehlen Catholic here with 2:27 left in the first half. Now what a strike. Connor Kraft finds Keaton Bonderson for the 8th time this season for 6 points. And the Jays have a chance to tack on another point with a point after try. That's a great pass, and Bonderson wide open behind the defense, made the adjustment to get to the football and haul it in for 6. Now Keaton Bonderson will try and assist Keaton Logan on the point after by holding the football for him. Snap in the spot, right-footed kick by Logan. It's a line drive end-over-end boot, but sails through the uprights and is good. A short drive, but it ends in 6 for the Jays as they lead this one over Alta-Aurelia now 17-7 with 17 unanswered points. We'll take a short break, come back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this to finish the second quarter here on KLEM.
For all your construction needs, trust Wilchin Brothers Incorporated. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135.
This is John from Siouxland Glass. You're busy. Let me help with pickup and drop off of your vehicle included in your service. Call 712-540-9080 for auto glass repair and replacement.
At RBC Wealth Management, we believe financial security begins by building a plan you can trust. We provide personalized advice customized to your needs. Let's build your plan today. Call Rick Knipe of RBC Wealth Management at 712-540-2644 to see how we can help.
This is Will Harpernall, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteeg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's online audio and video. That can be found on our website. That's KLEM1410.com. We're glad you're tuned into this contest as Gehlen Catholic leads Alta-Aurelia 17-7, 2:27 left in the first half. A 43-yard touchdown pass from Connor Kraft to Keaton Bonderson caps off a 2-play drive that ends in 6 points. And Gehlen Catholic ready to kick this one away with Keaton Logan. Well, the Jays up by 10. It's a line drive squibber picked up at the 20-yard line by Alta-Aurelia. Taking right sideline, DJ Rodriguez. He doesn't have that sideline for free anymore like he had on a couple of returns. And Gabe Wilchin wrestles him out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So Alta-Aurelia takes over at their own 38. Much better field position than they had on their last possession, starting from their own 8. And they get a 30, well, they get this at the 39, so 31-yard improvement from their last drive. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at scores from around Northwest Iowa, get you caught up on games from around Class A District 1. Of course, some of those scores are going to be probably a little bit later on in the second half, just due to how long this contest has gone with that injury break we had earlier on. First and 10 for the Warriors as Breckwald drops to throw. He looks right. He's got his check down to Caden Stites in the flats, right sideline to the 45 across midfield, and he gets up to the 48-yard line of Gehlen Catholic. The Jays neglected the flats, and Breckwald makes him pay for 13 and a first down for Alta-Aurelia. Caden Stites, 5 catches, 40 yards so far through the air. He's also run the ball a few times and has gotten some positive yards. First and 10 to the J48. Breckwald drops to throw, rolls right, throws back over the middle, and he's got Oneman across the 35 and deeper into Gehlen Catholic territory to the 32. It's a 16-yard completion to Cade Oneman. It's another first down for Alta-Aurelia. Boy, they're on a mission right now. They want to make this a one-score game at least heading into the break. Minute 50 to go in the half. It's 17-7. Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia. The Jays have scored 17 and answered. Here's first and 10 from the 33. Rolling right. Breckwald chucks it, and he spiked it in front of Cade Oneman, his receiving target, and incomplete. It's going to bring up second down and 10. Second down and 10 here for Alta-Aurelia. Again, the Warriors Neither of these teams have anything to gain or lose with this contest, so it's just kind of a great way to finish off the regular season for both teams. Of course, Gehlen Catholic wants to be in as strong as a spot record-wise as they can. They can improve to 7-1 with a win here tonight. Alta-Aurelia can spoil the party. Here's 2nd down and 10 for the 33. Drop it back is Breckwald. He looks to throw left sideline. He's got Stites again to the 25, to the 20, into the red zone goes Caden Stites, spinning around to the 15, and he's brought down to the 13-yard line. That's 19, and a first down to Caden Stites. Caden Stites, 19 on that completion. That flat pass to the running back is wide open here tonight for Alta-Aurelia. Down to the Gehlen 13 with 1:20 left in the first half. Breckwald rolls to his right, looking to throw down the sideline. He's got his man, and that is Caden Stites once again across the 10 to the 9. He's got 4, and it is 2nd down and 6. Well, just if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's Alta-Aurelia's perspective right now. Caden Stites, as he got 7 catches, 63 yards. And now it's 2nd and 6 here for Alta-Aurelia from the Gehlen Catholic 9. An empty backfield. Breckwald rolls left to his quad receivers. Now runs back to his right. Chased by 2 defenders standing around in the pocket. He's trying to look for somebody. Oh, he's got a wide open man. It's Gavin Sleezer inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for an Alta-Aurelia touchdown. Oh, Cale Breckwald bought just enough time running for his life in the backfield, and he finds Sleezer for the longest 9-yard touchdown pass you will ever see. It is going to go down as a 9-yard touchdown pass in the book, but it might as well be a 30-yard score with how far he had to throw that football to find Sleezer. And now the point after try upcoming here for the Warriors, as they can try and trail this one by 3. Snap, the boot by Sleezer, and he gets the point after try through the uprights and good. A 9-yard touchdown pass from Cale Breckwald to Gavin Sleezer. And the Warriors have made it a 3-point game with 36 seconds left in the half. We'll take a short break, come back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this from Alta here on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Ryan Augustine, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to Alta, Iowa. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. KLEM Lamar's online audio and video can be found at KLEM1410.com. A 9-yard touchdown strike from Cale Breckwald to Gavin Sleezer caps off a 6-play, 61-yard drive. And boy, what a job by the Warriors. They marched down the field in just 1 minute and 45 seconds to get in for 6. And now they trail this contest by 3. Potentially heading into the locker room. 17-14 our score in favor of Gehlen Catholic. Of course, with 36 seconds left before the break, the Jays do have all 3 timeouts as well. This is going to be an onside kick. It did not go 10 yards. Carter Kellen dove on the football at the 48, and he got it. Boy, that's a risky play if you're Gehlen Catholic. If that thing doesn't go 10 yards, get out of the way of that football. You gain nothing by going after it, but Kellen ended up picking the football up and recovering it, as the Warriors tried to steal a possession with an onside kick. And that'll be 1st and 10 for the Jays. Now they get some field position with 3 timeouts and 35 seconds left in the half. Maybe they try and go back up by 2 scores, see if they can go 2 for 1 with a chance to get the first possession of the second half as well. So Gehlen Catholic marches to the line of scrimmage at the Alta-Aurelia 48, 49-yard line. Out of the gun is Kraft. He's got 3 receivers to his right-hand side. Drops to throw out of the gun. 3 steps up in the pocket. He's got a lot of green up the middle of the field. Takes it 45-40. Cuts left sideline 35-30, and he goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line and a late hit. Connor Kraft got hit out of bounds. That's going to be a flag and tack on more to this run. They gave him 17 yards, a first down, but more is coming on the late hit out of bounds. And the Jays are going to get some great field position now with 26 seconds left in the first half of the contest, up by 3. Personal foul on the Warriors. It's 15 yards from the 31-yard line. That'll move them up to the 16. And it'll be 1st and 10 down in the red zone for Gehlen Catholic. Boy, that is a rough penalty for the Warriors. When you're 30 yards out, 26 seconds left in the half, you still kind of give yourself a chance to say, okay, we can make a stop here. But boy, that 15-yard penalty, now the Jays are in the red zone and 3 timeouts. This seems like an eternity for Gehlen Catholic to get into the end zone now. 26 seconds before half, Jays up by 3. Out of the gun is Kraft. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Takes the belt-high snap, 3-step drop, throws right sideline. Augustine makes the catch of the 15. Up the right seam he goes to the 13. He's tackled in bounds. Jeremy Schindler hustling upfield, calls a timeout. Gehlen Catholic coach Jeremy Schindler calls a timeout and wants to talk things over. It's the first of 3 timeouts that the Jays have in their back pocket, with 19 seconds to play in the half, and the Jays up 17-14 here in Week 8 of the high school football season. Let's thank some more of our sponsors, bringing you high school football here on a Friday night, the final Friday night of the regular season for the Jays. Great sponsors like Campbell's Lawn and Landscaping, as well as Arnold Motors Supply, Colbag Hay and Grinding, Hummer's Lawn Care, MRK Insurance, Wicked Graphics, Exit Realty Midwest, Timmons Construction, Iowa Abstract and Title Company, and Siouxland Glass. Just some great sponsors that have brought you high school football all throughout the regular season. We'll continue bringing you high school football throughout the playoffs, and as far as we can go, hoping we get another trip out to Cedar Falls and see the Unidome before they renovate that. I know that project is in the works at the University of Northern Iowa. We're going to make some much-needed updates to that facility out in Cedar Falls, and it's going to be cool to see how that process goes along. With 19 seconds to play in the first half of the contest, it is 17-14. Gehlen Catholic leading Alta-Aurelia in Week 8, the final week of the regular season. Jay's going to have 2nd down and about 6 to go from the Warrior 12-yard line, with the receiver to his left and 3 to his right. Connor Kraft lines up in the gun out of the Jay timeout. Looks over to his receivers, makes sure they're set, and he's ready to go. Takes the snap, drops back, pump fakes the screen, looks to throw, keeps it, looks right numbers. He's running up across the 10, lowers his shoulder to the 5. He gets hit down at the 2 or 3 yard line. He got really close to the end zone, but a timeout is called by Gehlen Catholic. It's a gain of 11 there for Kraft. It'll be 1st and goal, and the Jays are really now in a good spot to get 6. Well, we're going to have a nice long break here at halftime, so we're going to keep it here once again. A score update from Jim Lorenz in the field, thanks to our great friends over there, Julie Tyson, giving us the update. It's 35-21. Spencer got a score back with 3:50 left in the 3rd quarter there. The Tigers trying to maintain their undefeated record in Class 4A District 1. And the Bulldogs are just trying to get themselves back into the playoff contention. They are 2 spots out of a playoff spot right now. But, of course, thank goodness the Class 4A postseason doesn't start this week, because all the tiebreakers and stuff haven't been settled, things like that. So it's anywhere between 2 or 3 spots out of a playoff berth right now for the Bulldogs. But, man, a win over Spencer, that's going to really help themselves in the RPI, because, of course, one of the main components of that RPI formula is your own record. So you don't have to worry about your opponent's record or your opponent's record and anybody else's record. If you take care of your own, the Bulldogs can improve to 5-3 with a win tonight. But here in Alta, Gehlen Catholic has 1st and goal from about the 2 or 3 yard line. Kraft under center in the single back. They do have 1 timeout remaining. Kraft with the keep up the middle. He comes out the other side and is into the end zone for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. A short 2-yard score for Connor Kraft. And for Kraft, it is his 9th touchdown run of the season, and the Jays go back up by 2 scores. It's 23-14, Gehlen Catholic here in the late part of the first half of this contest. Now the point after try upcoming as the Jays take advantage of some great field position and use enough of their timeouts to get in for 6. Keaton Logan for the point after try off of the hold of Keaton Bonderson. High snap. Bondo gets it down on the right-footed kick by Logan is through the uprights and good. With 6 seconds left to play before halftime, Gehlen Catholic leads Alta-Aurelia 14. Take a break, short break, come back, and we'll have the kickoff for you when we return to Alta here on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's.
The Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for Scott's lawn products, top-performing Kent feed products, a full line of agronomic inputs, bulk grass seed, bird feeders, bulk bird feed, and outstanding service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows. Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
This is Brandon Gangler, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's online audio and video. That can be found on our website at KLEM1410.com. Our score is 24-14. Gehlen Catholic leading Alta-Aurelia with 6 seconds left to play before halftime. The first quarter really didn't have a whole lot as far as points are concerned. And then things really got wild here late in the first half of the contest. In fact, we have had all but 14 of our points scored in the final 4 minutes of this first half. That includes 3 touchdowns and a field goal, all coming here in the final 4 minutes of the half. Keaton Logan ready to kick this one away to end the second quarter. It's a short pooch kick, bounce to the 35-yard line, going after the football. Gehlen might have recovered that at the 32, and Gehlen Catholic did recover the football. That'll act as an onside-er, and Gehlen Catholic will have a chance to take a shot of the end zone from the Warrior 33. Boy, that ended up working. With 4 seconds left to play before halftime, Gehlen Catholic will have one chance to get into the end zone, and they'll start it from the Alta-Aurelia 31-yard line. They steal a possession and get the football back. And let's see if they can tack on even more. They got a chance to go 3 for 1 if they can execute here. Steal a possession before the half, steal a touchdown, and then you get the second half kickoff as well. Well, here we go. This will be the last play of the half. Single back in the backfield. Kraft goes under center. He takes the snap, play action, drops to throw, being chased from behind, steps up in the pocket, throws it toward the end zone, just short of the end zone. Keaton Bonderson got his hand on it, couldn't haul it in. It's incomplete, and that is the end of the first half. A long first half, but the Jays head into the locker room with a 10-point lead, 24-14. Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia heading into the break. When we come back, we'll have a look at your first half stats, break down the action for you, and get you ready for the second half of action as well. We'll also try and track down some scores from around Northwest Iowa, specifically with relation to Plymouth County, Class A District 1 and Class 4A District 1. We'll try and get you all caught up on those scores as best we can. Our score at the half, Gehlen Catholic 24, Alta-Aurelia 14. We're back with our halftime coverage from Alta after this break here on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's.
Certified public accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Whether you're building, remodeling, or renovating, choose the professional that you've come to trust, O.H. Livermore Construction. From commercial to residential remodeling to a complete renovation, contact O.H. Livermore Construction for a free estimate today. 540-6247. O.H. Livermore Construction, Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's the corner for fashion. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's. For men's, young men's, and ladies' clothing, a shoe department, and formal wear too. In-store alterations, gift cards, and personal service. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Gehlen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang is such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Who has time to sit and wait and wait and wait to wash your car? Choose Easy Clean Car Wash. We'll have you in and out in under 4 minutes with a shine that will make people talk. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy. Just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street, Lamar's.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
This is Jeremy Schindler, head coach for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
And we welcome you back to our halftime coverage here from Alta, Iowa. Daniel Versteeg with you on 1410 AM at 96.9 FM. It's KLEM Lamar's online audio and video can be found on our website at KLEM1410.com. Our score here at the halftime break is Gehlen Catholic 24 and Alta-Aurelia 14. The Jays and Warriors, well, they really poured on there in the late in the second quarter of the contest, and make it kind of an interesting finish to the first half, that's for sure, as they combined to score 24 points to finish out the first half in the final 4 minutes of the contest. Getting some background entertainment from the Alta-Aurelia Marching Band as they perform here at halftime. They've had to wait a long time to be able to perform here at this first, with the first half taking as long as it did. Again, a lot of that is due to the amount of time it took to get Aiden Spangler off of the field. And once again, we do want to send our thoughts to the Spangler family right now. Aiden with a tough injury that he took earlier on in this contest. And we're wishing for nothing but the best for the Spangler family. Corey Spangler, an assistant coach with the Jays as well. And we hope for good news to come in the future here for the Jay running back and defensive lineman. And for that whole family. What a great family the Spanglers are, and what they do here for Gehlen Catholic, and not just in athletics, of course, but supporting the school in many ways. So, again, our thoughts are with Aiden Spangler, again, taking a tough hit and going down and being carted off the field with an injury earlier on tonight. Let's take a look at the ball game here that we just witnessed. The first quarter was kind of slow and sloppy. Started with Alta-Aurelia turning the ball over on Keaton Bonderson's 8th interception of the season. That was responded by Gehlen Catholic going 3 and out. Alta-Aurelia went 3 and out. The Jays punted it on their second set of downs. But then Alta-Aurelia finally got the ball rolling, at least as far as offense is concerned. An 8-play, 80-yard drive took 2.5 minutes off the clock, and a 17-yard touchdown pass from Cale Breckwald to Cade Oneman made it 7-0 Warriors. The ensuing Gehlen Catholic drive would go 14 plays, 57 yards in nearly 5 full minutes. It ended with a 6-yard touchdown run for Cale Pearson, and that tied the contest up at 7. The Warriors would then go 3 and out, punt the football away, setting up another drive for the Jays that took almost 5 minutes off the clock as well. 13 plays, 89 yards, ended in a 23-yard field goal for Keaton Logan, made it 10-7. The ensuing Warrior possession, another 3 and out, punting the football away to Gehlen Catholic, who then takes it on their next play after a penalty. And they go 43 yards on the touchdown strike from Connor Kraft to Keaton Bonderson, made it 17-7. Alta-Aurelia then got the ball back, 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half, and they said, we got to march downfield and score quickly. And score quickly they did. 6 plays, 61 yards, and a minute 45 seconds later, a 9-yard touchdown pass from Cale Breckwald to Gavin Sleezer. And what a pass it was after he was running around in the pocket and trying to stay alive. He was able to find his target for 6. That made it 17-14, and with only 35 seconds left before half, he didn't think the Jays had much of a chance. Of course, they had 3 timeouts left, but a regular kickoff pins them back at the 20-yard line. That's a lot of field to try and go even with 3 timeouts. But then Alta-Aurelia threw us a curveball. They tried to go for an onside kick. It was fielded at the 48-yard line by Gehlen Catholic. And the Jays took that field position, and just a few plays later, 4 plays in fact, and 30 seconds later, they were into the end zone on a 2-yard touchdown run by Connor Kraft. He ran it a couple of times on that drive and got into the end zone for 6, made it 24-14, and that is where the score sits here at the break. Taking a look at the first half stats on the night, Gehlen Catholic with 183 yards of total offense unofficially, 121 coming on the ground and 62 through the air. Connor Kraft is 8 of 14 passing the football for 62 passing yards, and he has 1 touchdown pass. It went to Keaton Bonderson, who's hauled in 5 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Augustine, 2 catches for 21 yards on the day. And Cale Pearson, the top running back of the day, 13 carries, 70 yards for Gehlen Catholic on the ground. He's got a rushing touchdown. So does Connor Kraft, who's gone 5 carries, 25 yards, and a rushing touchdown here for the Jays tonight. Meanwhile, for Alta-Aurelia, 118 yards of total offense, 110 through the air, 8 rushing. The Warriors get to Cale Breckwald. He's been very efficient throwing the football, 11 for 14 through the air, 110 yards. And he's been checking it down a lot to Caden Stites. 7 catches, 63 yards for Stites through the air. Of course, Stites is a running back, so he's getting more of his production through the air here tonight. 2 catches, 33 yards. Cade Oneman, he's got a receiving touchdown of the contest as well. Gavin Sleezer with his lone 9-yard reception got into the end zone for 6. And again, not a whole lot on the ground. Of course, some of this is lower because of a couple of sacks that Breckwald has taken on the night. If you take away his sacks, Alta-Aurelia is running the ball not bad. 34 yards they would be at on the ground without the sacks. Breckwald did break off a 26-yard run earlier on this evening. But again, they sit with some losses on the ground just due to the sacks that they've taken here tonight. So Gehlen Catholic's going to get the football to start quarter number 3, as Alta-Aurelia did win the toss, but they elected to receive the kickoff. We don't see that happen very often, but of course when you're in a scenario like the Warriors are in this season, where you don't have anything to lose heading into Week 8, you might as well try and set the tone offensively right out of the get-go. And, they eventually did that with the first score of the night. It did not come on that first drive, of course. But Gehlen's going to get a chance to increase their lead even further. Their largest lead tonight has been 10 points. They got it a bit earlier on in the second quarter, and where it sits here at halftime at the score 24-14 in favor of Gehlen Catholic. We'll see what the Jays come up with offensively. Again, without Aiden Spangler, it makes things a little bit tricky. But as we've talked about with Coach Schindler all throughout the season, you get Cale Pearson going. They had to get him going when Aiden had that shoulder injury earlier on this year. Missed a few games, and Cale got going very well for Gehlen Catholic offensively on the ground, and he's been able to continue that here tonight for the Jays to the tune of 13 carries, 70 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Again, our score is 24-14 in favor of the Jays here at the halftime break. Let's take a look at scores from around Northwest Iowa with a specific look at Plymouth County. First of all, starting in Class A, District 1, a non-district contest has the MMCRU Royals blowing out the Sidney Cowboys 35-0. That score. What a great showing by Coach Oswald and the crew, getting the running clock before the half. At the halftime break, it is Hartley Melvin Sanborn leading out Akron Westfield big, 29-0 there. Hartley Melvin Sanborn trying to finish off an unbeaten district record, and it looks like they'll do that. It's a closer ball game, though, between the Blackhawks and the Wolverines. Hinton is on top of South O'Brien, 14-6, that score coming at the halftime break. Score at the end of the third quarter, top-ranked Remsen St. Mary's is having zero problem with their Week 8 opponent in Glen Ralston. That score at the end of 3 is 55-6. Don't have a score update from Kingsley Pearson at the moment. The last score update we have from Jim Lorenzen Field has the Bulldogs in a much tighter contest, 6:38 left in regulation, and the Bulldogs are up 35-28. Midway through the fourth quarter. Again, Lamar's needs to win that contest to even have a shot to make the playoffs in Class 4A. And boy, you thank your lucky stars for 3 seemingly fluky touchdowns to finish off the first half of that contest. Otherwise, it'd be tied, or they might be down by a score here at this point in the contest. So again, we don't have a score update, unfortunately, from Kingsley Pearson yet, but we'll have all those scores for you on our website coming up later on tonight once we get the time to post those. Or you can check them out tomorrow morning on the KLEM website as well. Let's take a look at some other scores not involving Plymouth County teams. Take a look first. The Unity Christian Knights lead Sheldon 23-8. That ball game is in the third quarter. Webster City is taking it to Storm Lake, 55-0. The Lynx on top of the Tornadoes in the third quarter there. West Sioux having no problem with Sioux Central. That scores 68-0 in the fourth quarter there. West Lyon leads Cherokee big at the half, 35-6. Ridgeview's up on Sibley Ocheyedan, 22-0 at the halftime break. Pocahontas area leads Esterville Lincoln Central, 26-6. Woodbury Central, that's another playoff team. They're destroying Missouri Valley 56-6. And, that's pretty much all we've got. East Sac County's up on West Monona as well, 21-16 in the third quarter of that contest. Let's get another break in. When we come back, we'll be ready to start quarter number 3 in the second half of this contest. Your Gehlen Catholic Jays lead Alta-Aurelia 24-14 here at the halftime break. Back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this timeout here on KLEM.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamars and Akron.
It takes a strong body and a strong mind to make you an athlete. So train hard and play smart. Play with confidence and always expect the unexpected. This message was brought to you by Van Sanitation and Recycling, proud supporters of local athletics.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Prime Bank is pleased to support educational opportunities at Gehlen Catholic and Lamar's community. We're proud to support our students in the classroom, on the playing field, in the band room, on stage, or in any extracurricular activity. Prime Bank works hard to help all of our children excel in their endeavors.
Member FDIC.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Since 1932, Tenninger Insurance has been providing the area with dependable insurance coverage. A.J. Tenninger continues the tradition as an independent insurance agent dedicated to serving you. Tenninger Insurance, Plymouth Street, Lamars.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling. I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamars.
This is Connor Kraft, quarterback for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you here on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamars. Online audio and video links can be found on the KLEM website. That's KLEM1410.com. Our score as we get ready to start quarter number 3 and half number 2 is Gehlen Catholic 24, Alta-Aurelia 14. The Jays will get the second half kickoff to start this final 24 minutes of the contest, and so that'll give the Jays an opportunity to go up by 3 scores before Alta-Aurelia can even possess the football. We're trying to keep an update or up to date on the Lamars contest. They just missed a 25-yard field goal that would have put them up by 10. So now they're still up by 7, but the Tigers have a long field ahead of them. They've got 75 yards to try and get to the end zone and tie that game up at Jim Lorenzen Field. Big ball game in Class 4A District 1. Alta-Aurelia will be kicking this one off to start quarter number 3. We're glad you've stayed tuned in. This contest going a lot longer than probably you would have thought, but we're glad to have you here on the KLEM Radio, on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel as well. As we get ready to start the second half of action, it's Gavin Sleazer to boot this away. Keaton Bonderson and Landon Ryder back at their own 20-yard line to return the kick. And here we go. The second half ready to get underway as Sleazer sends a high right-footed pooch kick, and he sends that one well out of bounds. No chance of a return, no chance of that one being in bounds, and so the Jays are going to get some good field position to start the second half of the contest, And we'll see where they actually do end up spotting that football. Because, again, that's one of those like we had earlier in the contest. It did not get it, it did not make it past the 30 or 35-yard line. So they're going to spot this at the Gehlen Catholic 39-yard line following the kickoff out of bounds. So Gehlen Catholic's first drive of the second half starts at their own 39-yard line. Here to start the second half of the contest, up 24-14 over Alta-Aurelia. Jays head to the line of scrimmage. I formation look for Connor Kraft under center. Receiver on either side. As Kraft takes the snap, hand off around the right side. It's Cale Pearson with a big hole up the middle across the 45. Breaking a tackle to midfield. And he's got a first down up to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. All right, to midfield, It'll be first down and 10. An 11-yard carry there for Cale Pearson up to midfield. And the Jays move the ball to start this second half of action again with the score 24-14 in favor of Gehlen Catholic early on in the third quarter. Jays line up once again in that I formation. Look at the receiver on either side in Kraft. As he hands it off up the middle, it's Cole McCarty, the fullback, picking up 2 yards to the 48. Maybe they gave him the 47. No, I don't think so. Just a gain of 2. The Alta-Aurelia 48 for Cole McCarty, and that'll bring up second down 8. Second down and 8 yards to go for the Jays. I think another one of the goals here for Gehlen Catholic in this second half as well is maybe just be a little bit more methodical with the football. They don't need to hustle. They don't need to be hurry up. And they can just really kind of take their time here. I formation look, hand off Pearson. Oh, he's got a big hole across the 40, up the middle of the field, 35-30 to the 25. And Pearson with the big carry out to the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 24 and a first down for the Jays as Pearson gets across 100 yards on the contest. 105 here tonight for Cale Pearson on 15 carries. He's also got a rushing touchdown. And the Jays with first down and 10 from the Alta-Aurelia 24-yard line. Line up in the I formation with a receiver on either side. Kraft takes the snap, play action, bootlegs, rolling right. Two players chasing him. He dumps it off to McCarty up the right seam to the 15 to the 10. Jukes a defender. He's down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line. Maybe the 7. It'll be a pickup of 17. It's first and goal on the completion of McCarty. First time Cole's been able to receive a pass here tonight, and the Jays have first down and goal down inside the 10 at about the 7. 10:30 to play in the third quarter, and Gehlen Catholic with a chance to increase their lead to 3 possessions. I formation for Kraft lined up on the right hash. He takes the snap, handoff around the left side. It's Cale Pearson inside the 5. He dives forward to the end zone. He's in for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. Cale Pearson with his second touchdown run of the night. It goes from 7 yards out, and the Jays lead this one by 16. It's 30-14 in favor of Gehlen Catholic. It's a 5-play, 61-yard drive, and it took just a minute and 45 seconds off the clock. So I guess, what do I know? They can hurry up if they want, and they are into the end zone for 6. Now a point after try upcoming here for Keaton Logan. Try and put the Jays up by 17. This would truly make it a 3-score game, of course. Here's a snap, right-footed kick by Keaton Logan. That is through the uprights. It is good. 31-14, Gehlen Catholic up on Alta-Aurelia. 10:15 left in the third. Back with more high school football after this from Alta here on KLEM.
Campbell's Lawn and Landscape is a proud supporter of local athletics. Hard work and determination is what leads to success, and just like the team, Campbell's Lawn and Landscapes believes the same with their business. Give them a call today at 540-5434.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
This is Aiden Spangler, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's online at KLEM1410.com with audio and video capabilities. 10:15 to play in the third quarter. 31-14 our score in favor of the Gehlen Catholic Jays, leading Alta-Aurelia thanks to a 5-play, 61-yard drive in a minute and 45 seconds, capped off by a 7-yard touchdown run by Cale Pearson. And now Alta-Aurelia will get possession of the football. Down 3 scores now. It's a 17-point contest as Keaton Logan tees it up at the 40-yard line. Ready to go and get Alta-Aurelia's next possession offensively going. It's a line drive, right-footed kick, bounce to the 25, picked up by the Warriors and taken out to the middle of the field, 30. And bouncing off a tackle, brought down back at the 28-yard line on the return. It looked like Peyton Meyer. It's Peyton Meyer there on the return. First down and 10 here for Alta-Aurelia up to the 28. So Alta-Aurelia will start this possession with 10:08 to play in the third quarter of the contest. 10:08 to play in the third. Jays already up 31-14. They capitalized on starting the second half of the football. Now the Warriors. Here is Breckwald. Handoff up the middle. Stites gets stood up for nothing. It is Will Harpenaugh, Cole McCarty in on the stop. Loss of a couple of yards. It'll be second down and long. Second down and long for Alta-Aurelia, as the Warriors have it at their own 27. Out of the gun is Breckwald, 3 left. He drops the throw, sees some pressure, throws back over the right numbers, and falls incomplete. He throws wide of Caden Stites. It's going to set up third down and 11 now for the Warriors. Third down and 11 here for Alta-Aurelia, back at their own 27-yard line with 9:35 left in the third quarter, 31-14. In favor of Gehlen Catholic here in Class A District 1 football action. Warriors get some movement at the line, and this one is Gehlen jumped offside, and we're going to get a false start, though, on the Warriors. That coaxed them offside. And so it's a 5-yard penalty on the Warriors. It'll be 3rd and 16 now for Alta-Aurelia. So Alta-Aurelia back 5 yards on the false start penalty, and that will make it third and even longer after having third and long earlier. About third and 16, 9:35 left in the third. Dropping to throw, Breckwald. He looks left, now rolls out to his right. He's got some green grass up the field across the 25 to the 30, and he goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 10 on the carry by Breckwald, and that'll make it fourth down and a bit more manageable, but you're in a bad spot here to go for it. It's fourth down and about 6 to go, and Alta-Aurelia has to kick it away with Gavin Sleazer. Gavin Sleazer has to punt it away, and Keaton Bonderson is back deep to return at his own 30-yard line. Giovanni Cabango knocks through a 35-yard field goal for the Bulldogs, and they lead by 10 over Spencer, 38-28. Late in the fourth quarter, as Sleazer gets this high right-footed kick, fielded at the 32 by Bonderson. He takes it out to the right seam to the 40, right sideline to the numbers, 45 to midfield. He gives it up before midfield and goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Gehlen Catholic will start that drive at their own 48-yard line. With 9:16 left in the third, the Jays take over the football and can really increase their lead now, leading Alta-Aurelia by 17. Minute 37 left in Lars Community, and it's a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs as they try and upset number 9 Spencer. Over there, first and 10 of the 48-yard line, out of the I formation look. Kraft handoffs around the left side. It's Cale Pearson with a big hole up the left seam to the 50, 45, 40. There's a flag thrown as Pearson gets brought down to the 36-yard line. He's got 16, but will await this penalty marker to see where this ball will end up being spotted. I think it's going to go on the Dogs, or on the Jays, excuse me, and it will. Gehlen Catholic is going to move this football back, and a block in the back penalty is called. This is going to end up being a net gain, though, I think, for the Jays. They are still going to have first down. They're going to back up 10 yards from the spot of the foul to the 47 of Alta-Aurelia. Yes, it will be a net gain. And that keeps it first down and 5. So first and 5 here for Gehlen Catholic from the Alta-Aurelia 47-yard line, following the block in the back. I formation look here once again for the Jays. Kraft under center with a receiver on either side. He takes the snap, fakes the give, play action, bootlegs right, throws over the right seam, and he either overthrew Brandon Gangler or underthrew Ryan Augustine. It's incomplete, and that brings up second down and 5. Second and 5 as the Jays lead Alta-Aurelia 31-14, 8:57 left in the third quarter of that contest. Jays trying to increase their lead. They can really grow that lead even further with another good drive and score here. Jays line up in the I formation with the Kraft under center. Receiver on either side as he takes the snap, hands it off. Around the left side, Cale Pearson, positive yardage up to the 45, stood up at the 44. He's rolled down to forward progress at the 43. It's a pickup of 4 for Pearson to bring up third and 1. Well, that's a good job by Pearson. He stays up at the pile, making sure he falls forward. That's also the big key there for Pearson. As he picks up 4. He's got 116 yards on 17 carries and a rushing touchdown here tonight. It's third down and 1 for the Jays from the Alta-Aurelia 43. I formation, Kraft under center. The quarterback sneak, and he's got a first down. He got 3 yards on the quarterback keeper up to the 40. And the Jays have a first down. 3-yard quarterback sneak for Connor Kraft. First down for Gehlen Catholic to the Alta-Aurelia 40. Now that's just a smart player back there. Connor knows doesn't need a lot, but just needs enough. Just go down once you get there. 8 minutes left in the third. 31-14. Gehlen Catholic. High formation. Kraft takes the snap. 5-step drop. He looks to throw. Pump fake short left. Looks back right. He's got one-on-one coverage right sideline. Jump ball for Keaton Bonderson. And he overthrew him and incomplete. Caden Stites in on the coverage. Bondo couldn't haul it in. It'll be 2nd and 10 next. 31-14, Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia. The Jays can lock up a 7-1 record, 5-1 in Class A District 1 with a win here tonight. They can finish off Their first 7-1 record in 5 years. 2017, the last time the Jays were 7-1. Gehlen Catholic heads to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10 from the Alta-Aurelia 40-yard line. High formation look as Kraft goes under center. 2 receivers right and 1 left. The Warriors bring 3 on a rush. Screen pass right side. Logan's got some green grass. 35 to the 31. He gets spun around and brought down just short of the marker. And it's going to be 9 yards. Or maybe 10. That's a favorable spot to the 30. It's enough for a first down.
Make the tackle at the 30-yard line. He picks up 10 yards.
10 yards, just enough there to Keaton Logan on the screen pass and a first down for Gehlen Catholic up to the Warrior 30-yard line. So the Jays keep the chains moving, keep their drive alive. High formation, a receiver on either side. Handoff, left side, it's Pearson up the middle. Positive yardage as he gets across the 30. And finally stood up at the 27-yard line with a 26. Gain of 4 there for Pearson. We'll set up 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6 here for Gehlen Catholic at the Alta-Aurelia 26-yard line. His time has expired at Jim Lorenzen Field. The Bulldogs are winners over 9th-ranked Spencer. The final 38-28. At least I believe it's a final score now. It should be final real shortly. I think they just got to kneel it out one time. Under center, Kraft, handoff, left side, it's Pearson. He gets across the 25, breaking the tackle to the 20, in between the hashes across the 15. And he is tackled forward to the 14, maybe the 13. That's a great carry by Cale Pearson to the 14. He's got 12 and a first down for the Jays. Yep, the kneel down now makes it official. Lamar's keeps themselves alive at the 4A playoff hunt as they take down Spencer 38-28 here tonight at Jim Lorenzen Field. What a win for Coach Vigdahl and the Bulldogs. They're now 5-3 and 2-2 in Class 4A District 1. Out of the I formation, Kraft under center, receiver on either side. Play action to both backs. Rolls right. He looks to throw toward the end zone. He's got Ryan Augustine for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. Ryan Augustine hauls it in just into the end zone for 6. It's his 2nd touchdown reception of the contest, or of the season, excuse me. And Gehlen Catholic increases their lead. It's now 37-14 in favor of the Jays. Ryan Augustine doesn't get to haul in many catches, but once he does, oh boy, they are so impactful, whether they're quick first downs or whether they end up in 6. And Ryan Augustine gets one in for 6 here. 37-14 Jays, 6:19 to play in the 3rd quarter of the contest. Keaton Logan ready for the point after try. High snap. Bonderson sets it, and the right-footed boot is through the uprights and good. 38-14. Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia. We'll take a break. Come back with the Warriors' response after this here on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
This is Keaton Bonderson, wide receiver for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta, the Alta-Aurelia football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on 1410 AM at 96.9 FM. That's KLEM Lamar's online audio. Can be found on our website as well as video at KLEM1410.com. Our score, 38-14, Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia as Keaton Logan's right-footed kick is fielded by Caden Stites inside the 15. Takes it right sideline, 25-30. It's a flag of the play, 35-40 as Stites gets across the 45. He's tackled out of bounds at the 47, but this one's probably coming back as the penalty marker ends up on the field on a block at about the 35-yard line. So we'll see how far this return gets sent back. And if you're Alta-Aurelia down 24, the last thing you need is a bunch of penalties. Does you no good to try and come back into this contest now. Gehlen Catholic has scored 2 unanswered here to start the second half of the ball game. And if you go back to the end of the first half, you can make it 3 unanswered touchdowns. 21 unanswered here for Gehlen Catholic. As the officials talk about this penalty marker back down to the 35, maybe there's one at the 35 and one at the 40. As we've got there were 2 penalties. I heard the white hat Marlo Van Ginkel say 10 and 15. We've got holding on the defense. That one's declined. And a personal foul on the Jays. That one's enforced. 15 yards on the Jays. So from the end of the return, this one's going to get Alta-Aurelia some great field position as they will go all the way into Gehlen Catholic territory and spot this football at about the 37 maybe. The 37 to the 38-yard line, however you want to view it. Well, Alta-Aurelia gets a great return plus a penalty to extend their great field position, and now 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Gehlen Catholic 37-yard line. Well, let's see what Alta-Aurelia has drawn up for us now as the Warriors try and cut into that 24-point deficit they find themselves in. 38-14 Jays out of the gun. Breckwall drops to throw, throws toward the screen pass left side. It is caught. And making a big hit, Hayden Garlow gets brought down to the 36 for a pickup of 2. McCarty with a big hit. It'll be a 2nd down and a short 9.
36-yard line.
2nd down and a short 9 on that completion to Garlow. Hayden Garlow on that reception for the Warriors. As Alta-Aurelia lines up now with the Gehlen Catholic 36. Warriors with 2 receivers right, 2 left. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Caden Stites, flag on the play as Stites gets brought down on the carry at the 35. Pickup of a yard, but we'll await this penalty marker with 5:35 left in the 3rd quarter. Again, Gehlen Catholic will host a playoff game coming up next week, Friday night at Jim Lorenzen Field. We won't have the pairings until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, so make sure you get to bed here tonight. You won't be able to find out the postseason matchup until tomorrow morning anyway. It's not like it was a few years ago where the Iowa High School Athletic Association would just post the pairings once they got it at 3 or 4 in the morning. Now that is long gone, and thank goodness. A false start or a legal procedure penalty is called. It's declined. And so the Jays have the Warriors have 3rd down and 8. Screen pass goes right side. Cade Oneman gets across the 30 to the 28. They gave him the 27. He needed 8. Might have given him 9. As Cade Oneman gets a 1st down for Alta-Aurelia. Great job by Oneman for the 1st down. 9-yard gain for Cade Oneman. As Oneman gets himself his 3rd catch, and now the handoff up the middle goes to Caden Stites on 1st and 10 at the 26. Gets to the 23 to make it 2nd down and 7 now. 2nd down and 7 here for Alta-Aurelia at the Gehlen Catholic 23. The Warriors trying to tack on points under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Gehlen leads 38-14 over Alta-Aurelia in Week 8, the final week of the regular season in Class 2A, down to 8-player. 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors from the Gehlen Catholic 23. Out of the gun with 2 men in the backfield is Breckwald. He gives it to Stites straight up the middle. He's wrapped up and brought down for just a couple of yards to the 22. That'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming now for Alta-Aurelia at the Gehlen 22. So this is kind of the money down now for Gehlen Catholic, or for Gehlen Catholic's defense, but more importantly for Alta-Aurelia's offense. Kind of keep the drive alive. Rolling left, Breckwald. He looks to throw. Comes back toward the right side, being chased from behind. Throws toward the sideline, overthrew Cade Oneman and incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 6. And what can the Warriors draw up now? With 4:06 left to play in regulation, they have 4th down and 6 from the Gehlen Catholic 22. It's 38-14 Jays. And what does Coach Reinert have up his sleeve? 8th-year head coach of the Warriors. Both Reinert and Schindler have spent 8 years at their respective schools here, and their records are nearly identical, just a game off. Dropping back to throw, Breckwald. He looks to his left, rolls back to his right, throws over the middle, and it's wide and incomplete. He was looking for Sam Colrick, couldn't find him. It's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs, and Gehlen will take over at the 22. He'll take over at their own 22-yard line following a turnover on downs with 4:01 to play in the third quarter of the contest. The Jays up 38-14 here in Week 8. He's talking about Chris Reinert there. He spent 8 years now as the head coach of the Warriors in some capacity, whether he was co-head coach with Coach Peckenschneider, or Schneider, excuse me. High formation, Kraft, play action, bootleg, rolls right, throws toward the sideline, wide of Cole McCarty and incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Jays from their own 22. But now that he is in his 8th year and now the sole head coach of the Warriors, take a look at this. Reinert's record in 8 years at Alta-Aurelia, 33-37. Jeremy Schindler's record in 8 years at Gehlen Catholic, 33-38. Virtually identical for these two coaches. Been in Class A for a while. High formation here for Kraft under center. Drops to throw on 2nd and 10. Throws toward the right sideline. Can't find Keaton Logan. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. 3rd down and 10. 38-14. Gehlen Catholic leads 30:52 to play in quarter number 3. In the final week of the regular season, as Gehlen Catholic tries to finish off with the win and tries to seal off a 7-1 record. Head to the line of scrimmage, and out of the I formation goes the Jays. A receiver on either side of Kraft. The Warriors stack the box. Kraft with the play action. He bootlegs right, takes a shot, throws over the right seam. McCarty makes the catch. At the 24, he's got 2. It's now 4th and 8, I beg your pardon. 4th and 8 on the 2-yard completion to Cole McCarty, and the Jays are forced to punt it away. 2 incompletions and a completion. It doesn't equal much for Gehlen Catholic offensively. And now it's 4th and 8 for the Jays as they line up at the 24-yard line. So here comes Keaton Bonderson out on the field. It is his first punt of the second half, but it is his 3rd punt overall here tonight. Bonderson, the snap, waits and sends a high right-footed spiraling kick. That's a boomer. Backs up Stites to the 36-yard line. He takes it out to the right seam to the 40. He comes back to the 38, trying to get outside the right numbers of the 40. He's tackled hard. At the 40-yard line on the stop is Dylan Pegas, the sophomore. It'll be 1st and 10 for Alta-Aurelia right at the 40. Well, that's a great kick by Keaton Bonderson. He got the spiral and everything, exactly what you want on a punt. It cuts through maybe some wind that's out there on a cold night here in Alta. And the Warriors will start at their own 40 with 1st down and 10. Alta-Aurelia will get a mulligan to try and cut into this 24-point deficit after the Jays came away empty on a 3-and-out. Out of the gun, a play-action keeper, run up the middle there for Breckwald. He lost the football at the 49, and the Jays might be on it at the 46. They are. It's Keaton Bonderson who recovers the fumble at the 46. Cale Breckwald coughed it up at the 49, and Gehlen Catholic will take over at their own 46. Well, that is a tough break. Fumble recovered by Bonderson. I didn't see who punched it out. That's the 2nd turnover that Keaton's been in some form. And now Gehlen Catholic's got the football back. Will take over with 2:47 to play in this 3rd quarter. Gehlen Catholic lines up on 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line under center. Kraft throws a screen left numbers. It's caught by Bonderson. He gets hit out of bounds across midfield to the Alta-Aurelia 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 to Bonderson to bring up 2nd down and 5. Keaton Bonderson now 6 catches, 37 yards. He's got a touchdown reception. Well, wait, that's not right. He had that long reception earlier. That's 7 catches. And he's got 80 yards receiving in a touchdown. As our officials have blown the play dead before it gets started, and now our umpire, Jacob Anderson, wants to talk to Marlon Ginkle, our white hat, and see what the deal is. They saw something. And we got a legal substitution on the Jays. That's going to back him up. Or actually, no, it's on Alta-Aurelia. The Jays making sure Marlon Ginkle points the right way, and this is a 5-yard penalty on Alta-Aurelia for an illegal substitution. It should be a first down, I think. Gonna look at it, and no, it won't. It's going to be second and short. Not quite a first down. It'll be second down and maybe a foot from the Alta-Aurelia 44. I formation, Kraft under center, fakes the give to the fullback, handoff right side. It's Pearson. This time he's got a first. Across the 40, breaking the tackle. Oh, he reverses field, left numbers. Look out, 30, 25, 20. Gets a convoy to the 15, 10. Cuts back inside the numbers to the 5. And what a run by Cale Pearson as he takes it in for a 44-yard touchdown. Cale Pearson reverses field, goes up the left sideline, cuts it back into the middle of the field, and gets in for 6. And the Jays lead this one now by 30. It's 44-14 in favor of Gehlen Catholic. What a 44-yard run for Cale Pearson. It's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the ball game, and Keaton Logan will try and tack on one more with 2:28 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Keaton Logan out there. He's been good kicking the football here tonight. And he'll try and continue that. His kick is no good outside the left upright. So there's the broadcaster's jinx for you. 44-14, Gehlen Catholic. Up on Alta-Aurelia, 2:28 to play in the 3rd quarter. Back with more Gehlen Catholic football after this on KLEM.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
This is Trevor Morris, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. KLEM Lamar's online at KLEM1410.com in the form of video and audio streaming. We're glad to have you tuned in, whether you're watching or listening to this contest. We're glad to have you here on KLEM Radio and on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. 44-yard touchdown run for Cale Pearson has put the Jays up big. It's 44-14 in favor of Gehlen Catholic. 2:28 to play in the 3rd quarter of the contest. And that follows a fumble that was recovered by Gehlen Catholic's Keaton Bonderson and set up the Jays with that next possession. They utilized it well for 6 points. And now a kickoff upcoming here for Keaton Logan as he checks over to his outside men on either side to make sure they're lined up and ready to go. Here we go. Keaton Logan with a right-footed line drive squibbing kick. Bounce to the 30-yard line. Rolls up the left seam and picked up at the 16-yard line by Stites. So the right numbers 20, 25, 30, 35. He breaks a tackle and gets hit from behind to the 40-yard line. And that is Trevor Morris, the gentleman who just welcomed me back to the broadcast out of the break. And he makes a nice hit from behind. Alta-Aurelia will start at their own 40-yard line. With 2:22 to play in the 3rd quarter of the contest, Gehlen Catholic 44, Alta-Aurelia 14. The Jays have scored, I believe, is that 4 unanswered now here in the last quarter or so of the contest. As Breckwall drops to throw, he rolls right, lots of pressure toward the sideline. He just has to throw it away. He got hit out of bounds by Will Harpenoff, and the incompletion bring up 2nd and 10. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning starting at 8:05. We'll have our KLEM Coaches Corner. We've got a great ball game to talk about with Ken Vigdahl. We'll be joined by him early on in the program as per usual. And Jeremy Schindler will join us eventually We hope that we'll be talking about a win with him tomorrow morning. Be sure to catch all of that on KLEM Radio starting at 8:05, and we'll have that archive for you on the KLEM website sometime tomorrow. 2nd and 10, Breckwald, the keeper, up the middle. He goes nowhere. It's a loss of about 3 yards back to the 37. Evan Stieg in there on the stop. It's 3rd down and 13 now for the Warriors on the 3-yard loss by Breckwald. Well, one thing that's been consistent tonight, there haven't been a whole lot of things consistent, but one thing that has been consistent is the pressure that the Jay defensive line and front 4 or 5, however you want to call it, with their 5 linebackers that they line up with. That pressure has been there all night, and Breckwald has had a really tough time. He's been running for his life in the backfield on most plays. Here's 3rd and 13 for the Warriors. Breckwald, the knee-high snap, 3-step drop. He just throws it off his back foot, right sideline. Landon Ryder knocked down the receiver, and a flag is called. Landon Ryder knocked over Cade Oneman and backtracking to the football. And that's going to draw the ire of the yellow handkerchief and move the Warriors up with a 1st down. They're going to get 15 yards on defensive pass interference. So it'll be 15 yards and a 1st down here for Alta-Aurelia. And that's going to move them up to the Gehlen Catholic 48-yard line. Penalties have also been kind of a plenty here for both sides. And in week 8 of the football season, you really don't like to see a lot of penalties, especially when they're false starts or things like that. I guess pass interferences is one of those that is kind of an effort penalty more often than not, but you still want to have those things cleaned up. The controllables cleaned up, that's for sure. Dropping back, Breckwald rolls to his right, being chased toward the right numbers. He has to throw it back over across his body and left it short of Cade Oneman and incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 1:22 left to play in the 3rd quarter of the contest. It is 44-14, Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia. Here in Class A District 1, the Jays trying to improve to 7-1 overall and finish the district schedule 5-1. With their only loss to a top 10 team and probably another quarterfinal appearance for Coach Eilers and Hartley Melvin Sanborn. 2nd down and 10 here for the Warriors from the Gehlen Catholic 48 as Breckwald had to throw that one away. Now the Warriors line up 2 receivers right and 1 left. Handoff up the middle, and going nowhere is Stides. Gabe Wilchin, Will Harpenaugh in on the stop for a loss. Back to the 49. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about, the outstanding rush that the Gehlen Catholic defensive line has put together in the trenches. They've been able to move offensive linemen out of the way with no regard. And now it's 3rd and 11 here for Alta-Aurelia with under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. As Breckwald lines up in the gun, he's got 2 receivers tight to the right and 1 to the left. A little bit of movement, not crossing the line by the Jays. Dropping a throw. Breckwald throws left and right into the chest of Ryan Augustine, who came on a big blitz around the outside and batted the pass away. It's incomplete. It's 4th and 11 for Alta-Aurelia, and they're forced to punt it once again. Ryan Augustine coming from his linebacker spot. He got around the edge and just got in the way of the passing lane on the screen. And Ryan and Will Harpenaugh enjoy the deflected pass whenever they can get one. It's now 4th and 11 in a punting scenario once again for Gavin Sleazer, as Keaton Bonderson goes back to return at his own 10-yard line. It's a 30-point Gehlen Catholic lead, and this is a direct snap. Carson Reiner, fake punt, throws it. It is caught by Isaiah Powers at the 15 of the 10. He's brought down inside the 10 at the 6. The Warriors break out a fake punt, and it goes for 43. The direct snap to Carson Reinert. He dishes it off for 43 yards to Isaiah Powers, and a 1st down for Alta-Aurelia. They pulled that rabbit out of the hat there and got a 1st down with 30 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Now, that's quite a call by Chris Reinert, the head coach of Alta-Aurelia. Carson Reinert, the tight end, throws on the direct snap. Now he lines up as the quarterback, rolls out to his left to throw toward the end zone, lobs it up, and that ball is picked off in the end zone by Keaton Bonderson. No, it's Keaton Logan who picked it off. It's Keaton Logan who picked off the pass, his 2nd interception of the year, and the Jays do get the ball back. Keaton Logan with his second interception of the year. Gehlen Catholic going to take over at their own 20. With 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, Keaton Logan picks off his second pass of the season. Well, they just lobbed up that jump ball to the end zone, and Logan came down with it. And now the Jays get the football back with a chance to increase their lead past the threshold for a running clock. We'll see if we get that here. It's 44-14. Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia. 5 seconds left in the third. Jays line up 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. As the Jays go under center with Connor Kraft, they'll probably just run it here on this first play. No, it's play action, dropping a throw. Kraft looks toward left numbers. It's a wobbler, and that ball is picked off by Isaiah Powers. He hauled it into the 49-yard line. Kraft left that one up well short, and Powers picked it off. Isaiah Powers with the interception, his 3rd interception of the year. Connor Kraft throws his 7th pick of the year, and Alta-Aurelia will start with a football when we come back in quarter number 4. We trade interceptions to end the third, but our score, Gehlen Catholic 44, Alta-Aurelia 14. We'll be back with the start of the fourth after this on KLEM.
Focus, determination, and teamwork are just a few qualities needed to succeed in sports and in school. At Northwest Bank, attention to these same qualities is important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and banking solutions. Best of luck, athletes, and keep reaching for your goals. Member FDIC.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
This is Evan Stieg, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Alta as we start quarter number 4. Daniel Versteeg with you on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. KLEM Lamar's. And yes, we are just starting the fourth quarter of this contest. Gehlen Catholic leads Alta-Aurelia 44-14. Following an interception, the Warriors have it at the Gehlen Catholic 49. And a pitch play goes to Isaiah Powers. He turns in the end around up the left seam to the 45-40. And he stays on his feet to the 35. Drags the pile up to the 33-yard line. That is a gain of 16 yards. And Alta-Aurelia will have a first down off of that. 16 yards on the jet sweep end around to Isaiah Powers. And Alta-Aurelia moving the football well to start quarter number 4. Coming off the interception by Isaiah Powers. He gets the football and moves it 16 yards to get the drive going. And now throwing to right side is Breckwald. He completes it out to Cade Oneman, who gets up the sideline to the 30. It's a pickup of 3 yards to bring up second down and 7. Well, this contest has, going on a lot longer than maybe some other contests around the area. Of course, we're still thinking about Aiden Spangler, who went down with an injury late in that first quarter, and it took him a while to be able to get to a spot to be taken off the field. We hope he's doing all right as this pass is dumped off. Carson Reinert, the tight end, gets across the 25 to the 20. He's got a first down on a pickup of 10, and that'll move the chains to the red zone for Alta-Aurelia. 10 yards of the completion by to Carson Reinert from Cale Breckwald. Alta-Aurelia moving the football well here to start quarter number 4. Down all the way to the J 19-yard line. 44-14 in favor of Gehlen Catholic, early part of the fourth quarter. Out of the gun is Breckwald. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Low snap, hands it off. Stites up the middle, stood up for a loss. Back at the 20-yard line. Grabbing on and holding on for dear life was Evan Stieg. And it's a loss of a yard for Stites to bring up second down and 11. Again, the regular season finishes for both of these two teams. So for Alta-Aurelia, this is their last game unless they get a Week 9 contest next week. Rolling right, Breckwald now rolls left, being chased by Harpenaugh. He is in a lot of trouble trying to stiff arm Pake as he throws to a lineman and incomplete. That lineman was not downfield, so there won't be a penalty on it. And it'll be 3rd down and 11 here for Alta-Aurelia. Boy, Breckwald, again, we've been talking about it a little bit throughout the night, and it's worth mentioning again. He has been basically, it feels like Gehlen Catholic's just starting off sides right now. They are in the backfield before Breckwald can even really gather any thoughts at this point. It's 3rd down and 11 for the Warriors, 10:20 to play in regulation. 44-14 in favor of the Jays. Breckwald lines up with the gun, 3 receivers right and 1 left. He takes the belt high snap, looks toward that single receiver left side. That ball gets batted up in the air by Keaton Logan and incomplete. He knocks it away from the target, Gavin Sleazer. It'll be 4th and 11 following the incompletion. And what does Alta-Aurelia do? Draw up now. And they would be in field goal range if they had even attempted a field goal on the year, which they have not. So, yeah, no field goals on the play card here for the Warriors. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 11 from the Gehlen Catholic 20. Out of the gun is Breckwald. 2 receivers right and 1 left. He takes the snap, and he rolls out left toward the single receiver. Looks back to his right. He's being chased all the way in the backfield by McCarty. Couldn't bring him down. Now he's being chased by Harpenaugh all the way to the right sideline. Lobs it up for Oneman and overthrew him and incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Jays take over with the football. 10:06 to play in regulation, up by 30. Well, we had back-to-back passes to end the 3rd quarter that ended in interceptions, and now Alta-Aurelia turns the ball over on downs and gives Gehlen the football at their own 20 with 10:06 left to play in regulation. Again, coming up tomorrow morning, we'll have the KLEM Coaches Corner. We're going to talk about a win with head coach of the Lamar's community football team, Coach Ken Vigdahl. A big win over 9th-ranked Spencer, 38-28. And I know he was really disappointed with their performance against Denison Schleswig last week. And I think he's not going to be too disappointed when we talk to him tomorrow morning. Here's a sweeper on the left side. Cale Pearson, positive yardage and more across the 35. He's tackled out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 20 on the first play of this drive for Cale Pearson. Gives him 196 yards on the night. And it is 1st down and 10 at the 40. Gehlen Catholic moving the ball here to start this drive, their first drive of the 4th quarter, 44-14 in favor of the Jays. Here they go with 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. I'm glad you've stuck around, whether you're watching or listening to this contest. We're glad to have you here on KLEM. 1st and 10 of the 40. Hand off to the fullback. That's Cole McCarty right up the middle. He's got 4 yards to the 44, maybe just 3. It's close. It'll be fun. Give him 4. That'll be nice. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. On the 4-yard fullback carry by Cole McCarty. So Gehlen Catholic is going to do something they haven't done in over a decade when they take the football field next week. They'll play a home playoff game. It'll be the first time since 2011 they've hosted the playoff game. Now a fumbled handoff. Kraft dives for the football. He's in a tug-of-war with the Warriors. And Kraft did come up with the football following the botched handoff at the 41-yard line. So he loses 3 to bring up 3rd down and 9. So 3rd down and 9 upcoming here for Gehlen Catholic after they are lucky to hang on to the football, but they do have to sacrifice 3 yards for it. It's 3rd and 9 for the Jays for their own 41-yard line. 8:30 to play in regulation, 44-14 Jays. High formation Kraft. A receiver left and right. 5-step drop. Steps up in the pocket, takes a shot deep over the middle into double coverage. Ball gets deflected away from Keaton Bonderson and incomplete. Cale Breckwald on the coverage. And it'll be 4th down and 9 for the Jays following the incomplete pass. And so Gehlen Catholic will line up to boot this one away with 8:18 left in regulation. So again, we're going to have the KLEM Coaches Corner coming up tomorrow morning starting around 8:05. And then be sure to, tune in at 7:20 for our morning sportscast. We'll get a rundown of all the football contests from tonight. That'll be coming up tomorrow morning at 7:20. But then at 12:45, we'll have that same rundown and then also get you the Plymouth County playoff football matchups. We'll have 4 teams in Plymouth County to get the matchups for. Now Keaton Bonderson wants to run a fake punt. No, he does send a rugby-style kick up the right sideline to the 25. Takes a bounce, a bit of a J bounce, but it dies down to the 24 as Cale Pearson dies down at the 23. So a good rugby kick by Keaton Bonderson. And Alta-Aurelia will start this drive at their own 23-yard line with 8:07 left in regulation, and the Jays lead this one 44-14 over Alta-Aurelia. I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the video coverage of this contest tonight. You see them on your screen right now. Pease Pizza House, Northwest Bank, Easy Clean Car Wash, and Julie Hurd, Realtor at Century 21 ProLink. And if you're listening to this contest online and think, man, or online on air, and think, man, I want to watch it play back, well, we'll have this broadcast archive for you. Just check out the KLEM Radio YouTube channel to watch it back. Breckwall drops to throw, dumps it off into the flats. It's Caden Stites who loses a couple of yards, or gains nothing, I should say. Stites gets brought down by Cale Pearson for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Well, that's a great stop there as Caden Stites trying to get something going into the flats. He's been Cale Breckwald's top target through the air, and it's been open at the flats most of the time here tonight. 2nd and 10. Breckwald rolls left out of the gun. He throws it over the left sideline and through the hands of Carson Reinert and incomplete. Stops the clock again. It'll be 3rd and 10. 44-14. Gehlen Catholic. 7:32 to play in regulation. As the Warriors, for them, it's trying to get something they can take and build off for next year. Although, of course, if they got a 9th regular season contest that is permitted for the non-playoff teams by the Iowa High School Athletic Association, they can finish off their season on a high note there. Rolling left, Breckwald looking to throw on 3rd and 10, being chased, and this time he'll go down for a loss. Back at the 21, it's Ryan Augustine. Brings him down for a loss of 3. That's going to set up 4th and 13 for Alta-Aurelia. It'll be 4th down and 13 here for the Warriors, and this time they're going to be forced to punt it away. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Gavin Sleezer to boot it away here for the Warriors. As Alta-Aurelia trails 44-14 here to your Jays in Week 8 action, the final week of the regular season. And Sleezer will boot it away. It's a high snap. He got it down and sends a high right-footed wobbling kick. Bounce inside the 50. Takes a great Alta-Aurelia roll, and Bonderson picks it up at the 39 and just runs out of bounds. He didn't want anything to do with a return there. That's good. Just don't, you don't want to, roll the dice with a football bouncing. And if you pick it up and you make sure it doesn't add on any more yards. So 1st and 10 here for Gehlen Catholic. They'll start at their own 39-yard line. Of course, Jeremy Schindler will also join us in the KLEM Coaches Corner tomorrow morning. And again, that program starts at 8:05. We'll add that archive for you on the website as soon as we can. And you can find that under the Sports Podcast tab at KLEM1410.com. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Kraft goes under center. Single back in the backfield. Hands it off around the left side. Cale Pearson gets stood up for no gain. He just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Well, next week, of course, we're going to have the option of whether or not to go to Fort Dodge for Lamar's Community or the playoff contest for Gehlen Catholic. We'll make sure we let you know of our plans for football as soon as we have them. But we're going to have plenty of postseason volleyball the next the first 3 days of the week coming up next week. Check that out at KLEM1410.com, our broadcast schedule, as Pearson carries it up the middle. He's across the 45 to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 on the carry by Cale Pearson. They're going to bring up 3rd down and maybe a yard. 3rd down and a yard to go on the 9-yard carry by Pearson. That eclipses him over 200 yards of the night. 23 carries, 205 yards for Pearson. And he got 3 rushing touchdowns tonight as well. He's been exactly what the Jays needed on the ground. But here's 3rd and 1. See if he can get him another first down with 5:33 left in regulation. Kraft under center, handoff. Pearson, he's got a first down across midfield. Leaps over a defender, gets into Alta-Aurelia territory at the 44. It's a gain of 8 for Pearson and a first down for the Jays. They'll keep this drive going here in quarter number 4. Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia 44-14. Excellent job by the Jays. They've kept Alta-Aurelia scoreless here in the second half of this contest after the Warriors scored the first points of this contest and then tacked on another one late in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Jays from the Alta-Aurelia 44. I formation. Kraft had the option right side, hands it off to Pearson, who gets brought down for a pickup of 3 to the 41. It's going to spring up second down and long 7. Now that play was kind of interesting. It looked like Kale and Connor weren't on the same page when it comes to whether or not that run was going right, whether it was going left, and I'm not sure whether it was they weren't on the same page or whether or not that was actually how that was going to go. I have a feeling it wasn't, but you never know what tricks Coach Schindler has. Here's the handoff to the fullback, Cole McCarty. Oh, he comes out across the 40 to the 35, and he's tackled across the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for Cole McCarty, and a first down for the Jays. They keep the drive moving, they keep the clock running, and they keep this drive going with 4:12 to play in regulation. Gehlen on top of Alta-Aurelia, 44-14 here on senior night for the Warriors. It's 1st and 10 for the Jays at the Alta-Aurelia 33-yard line. Gehlen Catholic heads to the line of scrimmage. Kraft goes under center, I formation, receiver on either side. Kraft takes the snap, handoff McCarty, straight ahead up the middle. He got maybe a yard. Yes, he did, to the 32. Cole McCarty, the fullback, for a yard. Sets up second down and 9.
No gain, second down and 10.
The Jays, again, they are unknowing of their opponent coming up next week, but one prediction I saw anyway, saw maybe Tri-Center of Neola as an opponent for the Jays and Lamar's next week. My guess is they're going to pair them up with whoever is the 3rd seed out of District 8, which at the time was Tri-Center. Handoff around the left side. Pearson gets across the 30, and he's to the 26-yard line.
About the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of about 6 yards. And it'll be second down and 3. Of course, the Jays played Logan Magnolia out of Class A District 8 last year down in Logan. Boy, that was a brisk, chilly night as well. Similar to tonight's contest. Here's 3rd down and 4. I formation for Kraft. Give to the fullback, trying to get off tackle left side. He's knifing through the line, and he might have a first down. He does. Up to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for McCarty and a first down for the Jays. So Cole McCarty picks up 4 and a first down. 2.5 minutes to play in regulation of the Jays. Just doing what they need to do. Just keep this drive going, keep running the football, and just get out of here with the victory. 44-14, Gehlen Catholic on top of Alta-Aurelia. Jays have 1st and 10 from the Warrior 22. Under center, Kraft, I formation. Receiver left and receiver right. He gives it to the fullback, right side of McCarty. Across the 20, he gets to the 19. It's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Oh yeah, normally at this juncture of the ball game is when I would talk about the next opponent for Gehlen Catholic, but yeah, it's still up in the air. So we'll again find out at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll have it for you on KLEM radio on our afternoon sportscast at about 12:45. So look forward to that. And we'll have 4 Plymouth County teams figure out their playoff matchup coming up tomorrow morning. Handoff, McCarty breaks a tackle, spins across the 15. He's down to the 14, a pickup of 3. That's going to set up 3rd down and 4. Third down. It's going to be a shorter 3rd and 2, actually, on the 5-yard gain for McCarty. Yeah, the 4 teams, it's impressive. We had Remsen, St. Mary's, Kingsley Pearson, and Gehlen, our only teams making the playoffs last year. Now Hinton's in that fray. And an outstanding job by Coach Harderson and the crew in Hinton for making the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Cole McCarty takes this handoff for 2 yards. I think he's got a first to the 12, and that'll move the chains, and that will pretty much seal the deal. Got just 53 seconds left in regulation. The Jays have to snap it one more time, and they'll get out of here with a victory, as they are going to improve to 7-1 for the first time since 2017. 44-14 going to be your final score here tonight. As once again, the Jays will just have to run one more play. Kraft lines up under center in the I formation look. And he hands it off to McCarty up the middle. He's got 2 more yards to the 10. And with 27 seconds left in the ball game, that's going to be your contest. Our final score here from Alta. Gehlen Catholic 44, Alta-Aurelia 14. The Jays will improve to 7-1 overall and 5-1 in Class A District 1. Alta-Aurelia going to fall to 2-6 and 1-5 out of the district to finish the regular season. Final score from Alta, 44-14. The Jays are winners, 7-1 for the first time in 5 years. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up with our post-game coverage after this from Alta here on KLEM.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Happy Phillips.
I'm Carissa DeRocher.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
Does it bug you to drive through a car wash to get the bugs off and all you get is a wet car with the bugs still there? Then drive to the Easy Clean Car Wash in Mars. With Easy Clean state-of-the-art technology, you'll be in and out in just minutes with a bug-free shine. And a tenant will assist you. They'll pre-wash the hard-to-reach areas to get those bugs off. Choose from a single wash or a gift card where you'll receive the 6th wash free. Or how about an annual pass with unlimited washes for a year? Satisfaction guaranteed at Easy Clean Car Wash just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street in Mars. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy.
Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
Hut, hut, hike! Hey, Don King here from the Orange City Ace Hardware. We are happy to have a huge selection of what you need to keep your home a happy one. From Eagle battery-operated power tools to paint, kitchen appliances to apparel. We are even happier to support our area athletes and their families. Orange City Ace Hardware.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamars, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Will Harpernall, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back one final time to our post-game coverage here from Alta as the Jays are winners 44-14, the final score here in Alta, Iowa. The Gehlen Catholic will improve and finish off the regular season with a 7-1 record and 5-1 record in Class A District 1. Alta-Aurelia finishes their 2022 regular season with an overall record of 2-6 and 1-5 in Class A District 1. Let's run down some of the totals here for you tonight, but as we say goodnight here from Alta. The totals, Alta-Aurelia, 215 yards of offense, 176 through the air, 39 on the ground. It's just very tough for the Warriors to get things moving offensively consistently throughout the night, and that ends up plaguing them. In the loss, they end up with 0 points in the second half, scoring one late in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Gehlen Catholic, they didn't have any problem moving the football down the field. 458 yards of total offense, 305 on the ground, 153 passing. Cale Pearson finishes with 26 carries, 222 rushing yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns in the victory. Connor Kraft had a rushing touchdown, 7 carries for 25 yards. Through the air, Kraft ends up completing 13 of 24 passes for 153 passing yards. He ends up with 2 passing touchdowns in the contest. One to Keaton Bonderson as Bondo finishes with 7 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown reception. Ryan Augustine, 3 catches, 35 yards. He had a receiving touchdown as well. Well, the Jays improved to 7-1. They are 7-1 for the first time since 2017, part of that great playoff team that Coach Schindler had early on in his coaching tenure here at Gehlen Catholic. And the Jays will do something that they haven't done in over a decade. They will host a playoff game next week at Jim Lorenzen Field. It'll be the first time the Jays have hosted a playoff game since they beat Northwood Kensett in the first round of the playoffs in 2011. They had 2 first-round playoff games, but that's the first one that they were able to host at Jim Lorenzen Field that year. But again, our final score here tonight is Gehlen Catholic 44, Alta-Aurelia 14. Coming up tomorrow morning on the KLEM radio broadcast, we'll have the KLEM Coaches Corner for you. That starts at about 8:05. We'll have Coach Ken Bigdahl join us talking about a victory for the Bulldogs. How about that win over 9th-ranked Spencer here tonight as Lamar's beats the Tigers 38-28, keeps their playoff hopes alive in the Class 4A RPI. We'll see how much they shift. They lost to Denison Schleswig last week, only dropped a spot. What does a win over Spencer do for their RPI? I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how that all shakes itself out. We'll know that coming up Monday where they sit in the RPI. They'll play Fort Dodge next week in Fort Dodge. So we'll talk with Ken Vigdahl about that. We'll get a hold of Jeremy Schindler as well. I think the mood is probably mixed over there on that side of the field. A great win, a dominant win. But again, you keep Aiden in the back of your mind, Aiden Spangler, who went down with an injury early in the contest, late in the first quarter. He was carted off the field and taken away to be looked at by medical professionals, and so we don't know the extent of his status. Maybe we'll have an update with Coach Schindler coming up tomorrow morning on the Coach's Corner. We'll try our best to keep you posted on the situation with Aiden Spangler. But again, we wish nothing but the best for the Spangler family with that scenario that happened earlier on tonight. But that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you watched online or listened on air. We had you covered, and we were glad to bring you the contest right here on KLEM Radio. For Nick Gengler, operating our video stream tonight, I'm Daniel Versteg, saying so long and thanks for listening to another edition of Gehlen Catholic Football right here on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM. KLEM Lamar's. Good evening, everyone.
This is 1410 KLEM Lamar's and on 96.9 FM.
Oh, we get together every night. We open up the phone lines to take your calls, to share your stories. We're not here to talk about